Welcome to George F. Collins Stadium here in Sapulpa, Oklahoma, and we got a matchup tonight. I'm Braden Ward. Thanks for joining us. And first I'll introduce my colleague in the booth with me here, Tanner Gregory. And thank you for joining us on Chieftains TV, 99.9 FM ESPN Radio. And we've got the game of the week here tonight, Tanner.
Yeah, Braden, huge game tonight. Normally we get started with a recap, but I think it's important we set the stage for this matchup tonight. This could be the biggest regular season game Sapulpa has played in probably 20 years, going back to 2005 when they ended up beating the number one Jinx team at the time during the regular season. And, you and I talked to Coach Tim Holt before the game, and, he thinks this is the biggest game of his coaching career here at Sapulpa. So Muscogee comes into this game 4-1. Their only loss is to the number one ranked 6A2 Group 2 team, Sand Springs, down the road. Sapulpa comes in this game 5-0 with a chance to, if they win this game, next week's game will be basically a district title championship game.
Yeah, and we'll get into the details of the district and how the playoffs look, but looking big picture for the Chieftains and what they have a chance to accomplish tonight, made big strides as a program, as a team, as a school in the time that Tim Holt has been here. And once again, we'll go to the playoffs again, but now they're looking to take that next step and announce themselves as a contender in a serious program that can be on the outlook for state championships here to come.
Yeah, and, coming into the game, really coming into this season, they've been knocking on the door of that, being that program that's, in contention for state championships, making the playoffs the last 4 years in a row, and taking it a step further last year, getting their first home playoff win in over 20 years, hosting a home game here. Tonight, and I know it's just a regular season game, there's still doesn't matter the way this game goes, but tonight you have an opportunity to become that program that if you get this win, everyone in the state in 6A2 is going to be concerned when it comes to playing the Chieftains.
Yeah, and you think about the elite teams in 6A2, Muskogee would certainly be one of them with back-to-back trips to the state championship game. Choctaw, Stillwater, you mentioned Sand Springs, and there's an opportunity for the Chieftains at 5-0 in district play to make a big statement. And we talked about this with some of the coaching staff before the game. Sometimes all it takes is that one big win for the program to turn the corner and become one that is a serious threat almost every year to make a deep run in the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're about 7.5 minutes away from kickoff. So, Braden, let's get into tonight's game and this matchup. Muskogee, obviously a talented team, went through a coaching change this year. Travis Hill left to go to Broken Arrow. They're coached by Dale Condick this year from Wagner. What can we expect to see from Muskogee tonight as they come here to play Sapulpa?
Well, fortunately, we won't see Bird Ficklin, right? Bird Ficklin, who is now starting, I believe, for Utah. Saw clips of him on Twitter just running by everyone, which we saw him do last year when the Chieftains traveled to Muskogee. But this is a very, very talented Muskogee team. That game last week with Sand Springs was very close for most of the game. Eventually, Sand Springs got ahead in the third quarter, and it kind of snowballed a little bit. But this is a team that's big, fast, and can cause a lot of problems, and it's going to be really important for the Chieftains to be able to protect and throw the football.
Yeah, I think, Sapulpa's offense coming in this game, I think you can't, count out how big of an addition the two receivers that didn't even play football last year have been for this team, in Landon Barber and Bryce Curran. Those guys they're the two leading receivers for the Chieftain offense, and Braddock's coming back from injury. It feels like he's been getting into a really, really good rhythm in the last few weeks. I expect him to have a big night tonight, but it helps when you got guys like Landon Barber, Bryce Curran, Jackson Stone, those guys to throw the ball to, and I miss Dawson Goodland as well. He's made some plays at receiver as well. But, this run game, Braden, Levi Jensen has 750 yards on the season. He's averaging over 6 yards a carry. What do you think? We saw Sand Springs, they were able to gash Muskogee last week on the ground, opening up some big running lanes. So what do you think Levi will be able to do tonight against this Muskogee defense?
Well, I think they're like we talked about, they're big and fast up front, but they do have a tendency to to sometimes get out of position. So they'll blow a lot of things up in the backfield just with overall skill. But you make a couple blocks, you time it up right, and good play design, there could be some long runs, which we saw Sand Springs have last week. So that's a key, but we've got to have some consistency in the run game to keep them honest, make them put more guys into the box, because we know head coach Tim Holt and Braddock's brought in the junior quarterback, want to go play action and throw the ball deep down the field to the talented receivers that you talked about.
Yeah, and you cannot talk about the Sapulpa team as Muskogee takes the field. Sapulpa lost the toss. They will get the ball to start the game. Muskogee deferred to the second half. But you can't talk about the Sapulpa team without talking about the job Braxton Waters has done with his defense, Braden. And I'll let you talk about the secondary, because tonight they're going to be tested with these talented receivers from Muscogee. But talk about the secondary and what you've seen from guys that have really came on here in the second half of this season.
Man, they've been really, really good, as you would expect. A secondary led by defensive coordinator Braxton Waters. Physical, fast. They're a pretty large secondary, other than Carter Mosquito, who plays much bigger than he is. But they'll play man coverage, and they will challenge these Muskogee receivers and make them make plays down the field. I think a big thing in this game is, one, eliminating the big plays, but when they do happen, which they will at some point, moving on to the next play, not letting that affect, for both teams, not letting that affect how you go forward and how you approach the next play.
Dawson Goodland, 6 foot, and then Carter Mosquito, he's not 6 foot, but he plays like it. So, it's just been a good, good all-around effort from the defense. And also, I can't forget my guy Jace McIntosh, who's just putting together an absolutely
Yeah, and we do have some celebrities in attendance tonight. You can see the Chick-fil-A cows here. Hopefully going to give out some free Chick-fil-A sandwiches. But just in all, this is just a 5-0 Sapulpa team with a 4-1 visiting Muskogee team with everything in front of both teams. And this is, wow. What more could you ask for than what we're going to get tonight? Especially, what are we, mid-50s, low 60s? Wow.
Yeah, we finally have some football weather. The last day of October, Halloween. To be somebody they're not. They don't have to do something spectacular. I think it's just staying ahead of the chains, not getting in 1st and 15, 1st and 20, long down situations. If they can win on first down offensively and, get into 2nd and 5, get into 3rd and 2, those short yardage situations, and just stay on schedule, Braden, I know that these guys can come out of here with a huge program-defining win tonight.
Yeah, and you alluded to it. One of the most important things for the Chieftains tonight is staying ahead of the chains and not having those pre-snap penalties that we've seen them have at times.
So we're about a minute and a half away from kickoff tonight, as Muskogee has already taken the field. Sapulpa will be getting the ball tonight as the Chieftains take the field here on senior night at George F. Collins. And we'd like to thank you for joining us tonight on Chieftain TV, and our radio listeners for tuning in on AM 1550 and 99.9 FM ESPN Tulsa. My name's Tanner Gregory. My colleague's name is Braden Ward. And we've got the game of the week here at George F. Collins. A lot of media here tonight, Braden. Yeah. Several media companies here tonight.
The game of the week for just about every major media outlet. I think I saw News on 6. I saw Channel 2. I saw Fox 23. We've obviously seen the Sports Animal and Kevin Ward, which you joined the show, the pregame show, just a little bit ago. So big matchup here, maybe the biggest matchup in the state, is taking place right here, and it's an honor to be on the call, and we're getting just under 30 seconds away from kicking this thing off.
Absolutely, Braden. The stage is set. District title implications on the line here tonight at George F. Collins as Sapulpa will get the ball to start the game. The returners are Messiah Fielder, Michael Bennett, and Dawson Goodland back deep for the Chieftains. We'll see if Muskogee elects to kick it deep. They like to kick the short pooch kick most of the time. We'll see what they try to do here. And the kick's off. It's end over end kick. It's going to be fielded by McCarter Mosquito at the 20. He cuts it up the middle of the field, looking for a hole, nowhere to go. He's going to be tackled at the 25.
Yeah, good coverage from the Muskogee kickoff team there. Nowhere really to go, but good job fielding the ball and holding on to it, and the Chieftain offense will come out, led by the junior quarterback, Braden Braden. A lot of experience under his belt now.
So the Chieftains will come out with 2 tight ends and 2 receivers into the game. Levi in the backfield. Logan Mason, Rylan Watson, Landon Barber, and Bryce Curran into the game at the skill spots. Ball in the 25. Braddock takes a snap, looks to hand it off. Levi cuts it up the middle. Nowhere to go. He's trying to push the pile, but it's going to be good for 2-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Chieftains at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like it was a counter look from the Chieftains trying to spring a big run, which we think could be on the table here tonight if you block a couple of those up and correctly. And it doesn't always have to be a big block. Sometimes it just has to be the right block with the right technique.
Right, so it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Chieftains. 2-back look. Braddock takes snap, hands it off. Try to run up the middle, but nowhere to go. So it looks like he may have got back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Chieftains. And once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us tonight on Chieftain TV and welcome our radio listeners to the call tonight on AM 1550 and 99.9 FM ESPN Tulsa. Sapulpa is going to be in a 3rd and 8 situation here as they make some substitutions. And they'll go empty formation with 3 receivers to Braddock's right. Braddock takes the snap. He drops back, looks down the middle of the field, fires a deep shot down the field. He's got Bryce Curran, but he's unable to find it. But we do have a flag on the play in the secondary, so we'll see what this call is. Did you see anything there, Braden?
No, the pink flag threw me off. I think it's going to be pass interference on Muskogee, and it is.
So that'll move the chains for the Chieftains as they catch a break there on that 3rd and 8. Love to see that deep shot from Braddock. I hope they go to that a lot tonight, Braden.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a second with the pink flag there. I was confused by that. But it'll be a 1st down for the Chieftains, and you'll take it any way you can get it on the first drive here. And Michael Bennett in the backfield.
And they come out in the 2 tight end set as the referees are resetting the clock here. 10 minutes and 34 seconds left to go. Sapulpa's opening drive here was helped out by a pass interference that moved the ball to the 41-yard line. 2 receivers out to Braddock's left. Braddock takes a snap, looks to hand it off to Michael Bennett, who's trying to get to the outside and nowhere to go. He's going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Tanner, a lot of bodies in the box there. Muskogee probably going to dare the Chieftains to try and throw the football down the field, especially on the early down situations, which the Chieftains have a tendency to stick to the run there.
Well, Muskogee has a good middle linebacker, Koda Barnowski, who just has a great name, but he's a big 6'2", 225 linebacker. They like to send him on a lot of blitzes, so we'll see what they decide to do here. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Chieftains. They come out in spread formation, receivers stacked. Braddock takes a snap, got plenty of time to throw, looking for a guy down the field, and just has to end up getting rid of it. Good protection there initially, though.
Yeah, I like that we're seeing some pretty good protection when we're trying to throw the football. Braddock's had a good amount of time, was flushed to his strong side, where his right side, and just nobody open. Good coverage from the rougher secondary.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Chieftains. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Yeah, it's back-to-back 3rd and longs here, Tanner.
Jackson Stone into the game, along with 3 receivers out to the Braddock's left. Michael Bennett in at tailback. Braddock takes a snap, and the play is going to be blown dead. We got a penalty. Be offsides on Muskogee.
Boy, I wish they would have let that one play out because it looked like the screen might have been set up nicely.
Well, that play was blown dead, so that'll bring up 3rd and 5. That'll move the ball up to the 46-yard line. Landon Barber and Dawson Goodland will be to the boundary side, stacked.
You might be thinking here you've got 2 downs. Only 5 in the box here for the Ruffers.
And they get him to jump.
Oof.
So that'll be an easy first down for the Chieftains. And that'll move the ball across midfield, Braden.
Yeah, it's going to be important for the Chieftains tonight to be on the right side of the penalties and turnover battle.
Like number 56, Hayden Van Holt, for the Ruffers, jumped there at the defensive tackle spot. So that'll move the ball to the 49-yard line across midfield. Chieftains come out in spread formation. Levi back into the game at tailback. He lines up on Braddock's right. He takes a snap, hands it off to Levi up the middle, and he's met immediately.
Yeah, well,
and he gets one or back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, the Chieftains spread them out. Wasn't a heavy box for the Ruffers. They just, man, that defensive line's pretty tough. And a good play made there by the interior Ruffers defensive line.
It was Cope on the tackle, the defensive end. So it'll bring up 2nd and long for the Chieftains. Having trouble getting things going in the run game. Been helped out by a couple of penalties that have moved the chains on this opening drive here on senior night at George F. Collins.
We'll see what we get from a coverage standpoint here. It looks like we're going to get a lot of 2-man, aren't we?
It looks like it. And it looks like Muskogee's showing a blitz, and they only rush 3. Braddock takes a deep shot down the field, and it's caught! Oh. Caught at the 20. He's going to score, Braden. Touchdown, Chieftains!
Woo! Man, what a throw that was. It was a slot fade, which we saw the Chieftains draw the pass interference on 3rd down earlier in the drive. And a perfectly thrown ball from Braddock Broughton. Wow. Good protection, which is a good sign here early in the game for the Chieftain offense. And they'll strike first.
He dropped that right in the bucket. That's a 49-yard touchdown pass from Braddock to Landon Barber, putting that where only Landon Barber could go and catch that ball. They had the high safety over the top, but that slot fade just draws him out too far, Braden. Just a great play call, great execution there from the Chieftain offense that strikes first here on Friday night. Jack Madden out to kick the extra point. Takes a snap, low snap. He picks it up. And it's going to be good. So the Chieftains take a 7-0 lead here with 8 minutes and 54 seconds left to go. And we'll step aside. You're listening to Sapulpa Chieftain Football, 99.9 FM ESPN Tulsa. Welcome back to George F. Collins Stadium. The Chieftains strike first here tonight on their opening drive, taking a 7-0 lead over Muskogee with a 49-yard touchdown pass from Braddock to Landon Barber. And the Chieftains are kicking off now. Jack Madden with the kick. It's a pooch kick. Going to be fair caught at the 34-yard line. Great opening drive there from the Chieftains. Couldn't have drawn it up better. It's exactly what you need in a game where you're trying to, basically, stamp your name in the running for a state title team.
Yeah, exactly how you want to start. The Chieftains on the right side of a couple penalty calls, but, man, we will take it. And a lightning strike to start the game here as the undefeated in district play Chieftains host the 4-1 Muskogee Ruffers.
And the Chieftain defense will take the field for the first time tonight, led by Jace McIntosh, a senior linebacker, who's having a great season. Muskogee will come out with a 3-receiver set. Delgado, the quarterback, the talented junior quarterback. Ball will be on the 34. They take the snap, play action. It'll be double play action. They try to take a deep shot, but it's good coverage, and it's going to be incomplete.
Great coverage.
And we got a flag on the play. they're going to get the Chieftains with pass interference, but I don't agree with that at all.
We were in phase there. That's a tough call. Man.
So that'll move the chains for the Roughers. After the pass interference call, it'll be a 15-yard penalty. Good coverage there from the Chieftains. The receiver really tripped over his own feet and fell down. But that'll move the ball up to the, help me out here, Braden, right at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, the Roughers already to midfield here.
Marcus Chaplin, the running back for the Roughers, as they come out in spread formation, 1st and 10. Takes a snap, looks left, fires across the field.
Oh, I don't know.
And it looks like it's going to be a toe-tapping catch, good for 8 yards.
Yeah, it was a good catch from number 2 to Caden Ford, and a nice route. And you mentioned it, the toe tap. And Muscogee's going to go quickly here.
It'll be second and one. Got my numbers backwards there. 3 receivers to the right. Delgado takes a snap, looks to hand it off. He does. And that's good for about 2 yards. They'll give him 3. Chaplin on the carry. Camden George checking into the game. The defensive line for the Chieftains with Rylan Watson and Deshaun Koch.
Yeah, this is a Muskogee team. You want to eliminate the big plays. Make them snap it again, and good things will happen.
So the Roughers come out with a 2-back set. Barnowski in at H-back, along with Chaplin and Delgado in the backfield. They send Nunu James in motion. Takes snaps, handoff up the middle. He's met immediately, but he falls forward for 2 yards.
I think that was 65. Camden George blew it up the middle and disrupted the mesh and with the handoff in the backfield and threw the play all out of whack.
Camden George has had a great season as well. Has, I believe, 4 sacks on the season. And also playing offense this year. Is having a good season. So they'll come out in 2nd and 9. They send a man in motion. It's Beasley. They hand it to him. It's a jet sweep. Across the middle field, he's cutting it up right. Makes a few guys miss. Oof. He's going to be blown up at the end of that play. That'll bring up a 3rd down for the Roughers. I'm trying to see. Looks like they gave him 7 yards there.
Yeah, good job of swarming to the football. That looked like it was set up nicely.
Well, they've got some talented wideouts, Braden, at Muskogee. Yeah. That was Beasley there. We'll see a lot of him. But Nunu James is their go-to guy, number 8. He's lined up in the slot right now.
4 down
Muskogee, 3rd and 4 here. They take the snap. Quarterback keeps it. No man left to beat. But Dawson Goodland does a good job getting across the field and making a touchdown-saving tackle. And Muskogee will get the ball down to the 12-yard line inside the red zone for the first time tonight.
Yeah, it was a read option for Cason Delgado, and he read it correctly and pulled it and got a nice gain. And like you mentioned, they're into the Chieftain red zone here.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line of Chieftain territory. They come out in the 2-back set. Delgado takes a snap, looks to hand it off, and he does, but he's nowhere to go, met in the middle by a host of Chieftains.
You know, this is where I think it could get really tough for the Roughers to punch the ball into the end zone against this stout Chieftain front 7, as we know they're going to move the ball, that we know they're going to make plays with great playmakers, but this is really where I think the game could be won in the red zone and short yardage situations for the Chieftain defense.
The Chieftain defense comes in the game only averaging 13 points allowed on the season. And they've been really solid in the red zone. So Muskogee comes out in the 2-back set. Delgado takes a snap, looks to hand it off. He keeps it. It's play action. He's looking for a shot down the end zone. Finds Beasley. He's going to be tackled right at the 3-yard line. That's going to be good for an 11-yard gain. And that'll move the chains. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 2-yard line.
Muskogee moving the football with ease on this first drive here. Just about everything they've dialed up has worked.
Well, they make a host of substitutions here. So it looks like they'll probably come out in the Wildcat. Just under 6 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Chieftains lead 7-0. And it is going to be the Wildcat led by McHenry, the senior quarterback, 6'4", 190. Takes his snap, looks to hand it off. Nowhere to go. He's tripped up by Michael Bennett.
Good job.
And that's going to be a 1-yard loss, bringing up 2nd and goal for the Ruffers.
Again, wouldn't surprise. I mean, you would be thinking quarterback run here if you're the Ruffers, or try to hit something on the perimeter and get one of your speedsters out on the edge to try and get to the pylon or stick his foot in the ground and get into the Chieftain end zone.
So it'll be 2nd and goal. McHenry still in the game at quarterback for Delgado. And they'll come out in a heavy formation with 2 running backs and a tight end. And it looks like Muscogee's going to take a timeout. So great opening drive there for the Chieftains. The Chieftain defense now is backed up into the red zone, Braden, but they've been stout there all year long. You know, and you said it. I mean, they've got to make it tough for them. You know, this team's going to make plays. They've got athletes all over the field. But when you get into this part of the field, there's a big difference in 3 points and 7 points.
Yeah, we'll talk about a lot the importance of making them snap it again and put them in position where they have to run a lot of plays and eventually may make mistakes or give the Chieftain defense a chance to force turnovers. That could be the difference in the outcome of the game here. But this first drive, I mean, well-balanced from Muskogee. You saw some quarterback run. You saw some running back run. You saw him hit some things on the perimeter, throw the ball down the field. Really a promising drive if you're the Ruffers going forward into this game.
Yeah, and the Chieftain defense is only allowing 200 yards total defensively, so they've been stout all year. Obviously, they're going to have their hands full tonight. So it'll be 2nd and goal for the Ruffers. 4 minutes and 58 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. We'd like to thank you for joining us tonight on Chieftain TV and AM 1550 and 99.9 FM ESPN Tulsa. McHenry into the game at quarterback as they come out in a heavy formation with 3 backs in the backfield alongside the quarterback. Yeah, Beasley, the lone man at the top. They take the snap. McHenry sprints out. He's looking to get to the end zone, but he's going to be chased down by Michael Bennett and tackled for a 3-yard loss.
Hey, there was a hold on the edge, too, that I'm a little surprised didn't get called. That would have really backed him up and made things really difficult. But a good job anyway by the Chieftain defense. I think it was Deshaun Coach held in the middle, threw his hand up in the air. A little surprised that didn't see the pink flag fly.
So it'll be 3rd and goal now for the Ruffers. And you got to think this is 2-down territory. Muskogee hasn't tried a field goal all season long. Delgado back into the game at quarterback. They'll come out with a 2-back set, 2 receivers to the left.
Wouldn't surprise me to see them try to throw the football here, Tanner.
Muskogee takes a snap. And it's a bad snap. It's picked up. Oh, it's blown dead.
It's going to be blown dead.
False start on Muskogee.
It looked like almost everyone on Muskogee moved.
So it's going to be a false start on the Ruffers. That'll back them up to the 8-yard line.
Yeah.
And I was a little confused there, Braden, looking for the ball.
I was too.
Everybody moved except for the center.
Yeah, now you're definitely going to see Muskogee try to throw the football here, I would think, or some sort of sprint out with the quarterback run being an option.
So it'll be 3rd and goal, ball on the 8-yard line. And the Ruffers come out in spread formation. Beasley the back, or Chaplin the back. Beasley's out wide alongside Nunu James, and they send him in motion. Looks across the middle of the field. Oh! Almost picked off.
Ooh! Almost
picked off. Delgado tried to hit the slant and threw it right to Jackson Mills. Hit him in the chest, but unable to make the play.
Great job nonetheless by the Chieftain defense. Getting stout when it matters most. And we'll say it. Make them snap it again. Keep it in front of you. Make them snap it again. And this Chieftain defense could have a big night.
So the Ruffers will attempt a field goal here. Along the kicker. This will be a 25-yard attempt. The snap's away. The hold's down.
He's right through the
and
uprights.
It's right through the upright. So good hold there for the Chieftain defense. And there's 3 minutes and 47 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Sapulpa leads 7-3 and we'll step aside. You're listening to Sapulpa Chieftain Football, 99.9 FM, ESPN Tulsa. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us tonight on Chieftain TV. Sapulpa defense getting a big stop there in the red zone, holding Muscogee to a field goal. And points are going to come out of premium tonight. So that's a big red zone stand there for the Chieftain defense. And the Ruffers will kick this one away. It belonged to the kicker. He kicks it deep.
Oh, let it go.
And that's going to bounce in the end zone. That'll be a touchback. So the Chieftains will take over on their own 25-yard line, coming off a 75-yard drive, helped out by a couple of penalties and a fantastic pass, 49-yard touchdown pass from Braden to Landon Barber to strike first here tonight. So we'll see the Chieftains come out for the second time as they lead this game 7-3 with 3 minutes and 46 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, we'll see if we see any adjustments from the Muskogee secondary here, coverage-wise, after the big play from the Chieftains.
And the Chieftains come out in spread formation. The receivers are stacked. Braden takes a snap, looks to hand off to Levi. He cuts it outside. He's across the 30, breaks the tackle across the 35, trucks the defender across the 40.
What a run.
Down to the 44-yard line.
Tanner, sometimes football is simple. 5 guys in the box, hand the ball off to your star running back, and let him make a play. Good run, finishes it hard, punishing this Muskogee defense to start.
And that's a good 19-yard gain for the Chieftains.
Yeah, head coach Tim Holt and offensive coordinator Tim Holt going to take what the defense gives him there.
And that was just a great cut there by Levi. And that's what we talked about. You know, there are going to be opportunities for big runs in this game with the way Muskogee likes to send a lot of pressure. So
again,
they come out in the same formation.
Light box.
Braden takes snap, hands off to Levi, makes a man miss, across midfield. And there's a huge opening, gets down to the 35. My goodness.
Yeah, you at some point soon, you would think Muskogee would start to put more guys into the box here. And 2 big runs to start the drive.
And that gets the ball down to the 33-yard line, as that's going to be good for 28 yards on the ground.
The bruiser, number 10, Deshaun Coach, into the backfield as the running back.
And the Chieftains will come out in the same formation. It'll be 1st and 10. Deshaun Koch in the backfield. Braden takes snap, looks to hand it off. Deshaun trucks a defender, gets across the 30, dragging defenders down to the 25-yard line. That's another good run from the Chieftains.
We did see another body in the box there, but it didn't matter because Deshaun just ran right through him.
And, Braden, that's the kind of football we like to see down here at George F. Collins Stadium. Just good, hard, smash-mouth, physical football. And it'll be 2nd and 2 for the Chieftains as they've got the ball down to the 25-yard line in rougher territory. It'll be the same formation. And, Braden, I would just keep doing this.
Yeah, it's man coverage out there, it looks like.
Takes a snap, looks to hand it off. Deshaun bounces up to the right side, and I believe he's got the first down. He does, so that's good for a 4-yard gain. That'll move the chains.
Yeah, and you're gonna get an opportunity to pick on him a little bit on the outside if we keep getting that man coverage look out there.
And how about this Chieftain offensive line just moving this Muskogee defensive line? And Levi checks back into the game. Be 1st and 10 from the 22. Braden takes snap, looks to hand it off. It's play action. Throws it down, and it's caught by Landon Barber.
Great job by Braddix to get rid of the football there quickly. And it's a gain of 9.
That'll get the Chieftains inside the red zone. They'll place the ball on the 13-yard line. Great job there by Braddix getting that ball out before getting sacked. Play action pass. Another great catch there by Landon Barber. The clock's inside of 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. It'll be 2nd and 1. She takes a snap. And Levi got tripped up over his own feet in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of 1.
Yeah, probably 4-down territory here. You do have the really good kicker in Jack Madden, but you prefer to cap off this drive with the touchdown.
It's be 3rd and 3, same formation. And they get the Roughers to jump. That'll be an easy first down and 10 for the Chieftains.
It's again, this is a very talented Muskogee team, just at times fairly undisciplined, and we've seen the Chieftains take full advantage of that so far.
So that'll put the ball at the 10-yard line. 1:15 left to go here in the first quarter. Chieftains lead 7-3. And Braden, this kind of drive is the drive that gives the whole entire team confidence when you're just running the ball down the field, breaking off big gains.
Physically beating them so far on this drive.
Same formation for the Chieftains. Braddock takes snap, looks right, steps up in the pocket, looking to run, and he breaks a tackle, fires it, and almost connected with Barber in the back of the end zone as the play kind of broke down there. Landon Barber came open late, but just overthrown. So it'll be 2nd and goal for the Chieftains from the 10-yard line as they make some substitutions. Rylan Watson, Logan Mason into the game, along with Curran and Barber. Michael Bennett the back. A minute left to go here in the first as they come out in a 2-back set. And they get them to jump again.
Wow.
Muskogee jumps off sides again. So that'll move the ball up another 5 yards. Be 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. You might try that again.
Yeah, you might keep doing it.
So the Chieftains have moved the ball 70 yards down the field as they look to cap off this drive with another touchdown here. And they'll come out in the same formation, a 2-back set with Michael Bennett in the backfield. And they go hard count.
Almost got him again.
And the Chieftains are going to take a timeout. So we'll step aside. You're listening to Sapulpa Chieftain Football on 99.9 FM, ESPN Tulsa. Welcome back here to George F. Collins. It's a Halloween night. Here, senior night. And the Chieftains got the ball knocking on the door. It's 2nd and goal from the 5 in rougher territory. Braddock takes a snap, hands it off to Deshaun Koch, who cuts it up the middle, tries to break a tackle. He does. Ooh. He's going to get that touchdown, Chieftains.
Wow. What a run.
Touchdown, Chieftains, as Deshaun Koch drags about 3 Muskogee defenders into the end zone, punching it in, taking a 13-3 lead here on senior night at George F. Collins.
Yeah, that you know, sometimes it's just a matter of want to. Deshaun wanted to score there more than the Muskogee defense wanted to keep him out, and so that's what happened. Big play from the senior leader.
It looked like he was bottled up at the line of scrimmage, and like you said, just the will to go score. And that's what it's going to take tonight as Jack Madden's out to kick the extra point. Snaps away, holds good, and it's good. So the Chieftains take a 14-3 lead here with 54 seconds left to go in the first quarter. You're listening to Sapulpa Chieftain Football on 99.9 FM ESPN Tulsa. Welcome back here to George F. Collins. The Chieftains take an early lead here in the first quarter, 14-3 over the Ruffers. 54 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. That drive was capped off by just a fantastic run from Deshaun Koch, a 5-yard gain that he broke 3 tackles on and just kept fighting his way to the end zone.
Yeah, 58 yards gained on the ground there for the Chieftains on that drive.
And Jack Madden kicks it off. It's going to be a pooch kick, caught at the 32. It's going to be fair caught. So Muscogee will take over from the 32-yard line. Braden, what a drive there from the Chieftains. 75 yards. Most of it was on the ground. Levi Jensen breaks in off some huge runs there to get the drive going. Deshaun Koch coming in and finishing it off at the end.
Yeah, we've seen balance so far from the Chieftain offense. We saw the big play on the first drive for the long touchdown pass, the 49-yard touchdown pass, and then a couple of big runs from Levi Jensen. And then, like you mentioned, Deshaun comes in and finishes it off for 6 points.
And the Chieftains have 61 yards on the ground here in the first quarter through 2 series. So Muskogee will come out for their second series of the night on offense, ball on the 33. Delgado takes snap, looks to hand it off at the middle. He does, but he's met immediately by DeMar and McKinney. That's a 1-yard loss.
What a play.
Great play there from the Chieftain defense.
Yeah, I think 31, Rylan Watson played that perfectly. Got under the block and made a big hit in the backfield. And wow, good start.
It'll be 2nd and 10. Clock's inside of 30 seconds left to go as the Ruffers come out in the 2-back set. Chaplin in at running back alongside Delgado and Barnowski, the H-back. They send him in motion. Be rolled out, but he's met immediately. Woo. Gets the ball away. It's going to be incomplete pass. Great pass rush there from Sequoia Hall.
Yeah, he was lucky to get that one away, but, I mean, the Chieftains had it well defended. They were going to blow that screen up to start with.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 10, and this is where the Chieftain defense can get after you.
Yeah, this is where defense coordinator Braxton Waters can have some fun. You can see him start to get creative with several veterans on this Chieftain defense.
Ball on the 33-yard line, 3rd and 10 for the Ruffers. They come out in spread formation. It looks like the Chieftains are going to show some pressure. They send a man in motion. High snap. Quarterback rolls out. Sets up the pass. Fires across the middle. Picked off! Picked off! He's across the 45, 40. Makes a man miss. Bounces outside. 30, 25. And he's tackled at the 22-yard line. Carter Mosquito on the interception. And we got penalty flags flying, but it's going to stand. The Chieftains will get the ball back with 5 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
You can feel it here. The Chieftains have recognized their opportunity to make a statement here in 6A2 and announce themselves as a team that should be considered at a Tier 1 elite team here. And we'll see what the penalty is, but nonetheless, what a play.
I think it's either going to be a hold or a block in the back on the return. And it's going to be a hold against Sapulpa. So I'll back it up a little bit. But the Chieftain offense, who just went down and scored on their second series of the game, 2 for 2 tonight, will get the ball back with 5 seconds left to go here in the first quarter as they are starting to put it on the Ruffers.
And for context here, for our viewers, those listening to us on ESPN Radio, this is a Muskogee team that played for a state championship last year and won it the year before. This is a very talented team that the Chieftains are now ahead of 14-3 here as we come to the end of the first.
So with the penalty that puts the ball on the 33-yard line in Ruffer territory, Chieftains come out in the 2-back set. They send a man in motion. Braddock takes back, fires across the edge, wide open. Landon Barber wide open, catches it, across the 10, he's going to score. Touchdown Chieftains.
There's going to be a flag. I think we're going to get linemen downfield here. As I don't know. It felt like it was meant to be a screen.
So that will back it up. We'll see here what the call is. It's going to be a hold against the Chieftains. And that'll back it up. That should get us to the second quarter. Chieftains lead here 14-3. And we'll see where they end up spotting this ball. That should back it up to the 43. We'll see. Maybe they might play one more play here. Looks like they're going to keep them on the field here, so we're not going to go the second quarter yet. So they are going to keep the teams on the field. So 0 seconds left to go. That'll make it 1st and 20. It's about the only thing that's went wrong for the Chieftains tonight. Ball on the 43-yard line. Levi into the game at tailback. They come out in spread formation. The receivers stacked. And we got a discussion here going on with the officials. See what's going on here, Braden.
I really like this stack receiver look we're seeing a lot from the Chieftains tonight. Like we've mentioned, Muskogee playing a lot of man coverage, making it challenging, making them having to communicate they're out on the edge.
So, looks like there will be one more play here left to go in the first quarter. 0 seconds left on the clock. It'll be 1st and 20. All right, now we got the play clock rolling. Braddock takes snap, looks handoff to Levi. He does. He's met immediately. And that's going to be, looks like he got just back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd and 20 when we come back. Chieftains leading the Muskogee Roughers 14-3 going into the second quarter. You're listening to Sapulpa Chieftain Football on 99.9 FM ESPN Tulsa.
Welcome back as we start the second quarter here in Sapulpa at George F. Collins Stadium. Chieftains lead the Roughers 14-3 on the Rougher 43-yard line.
And the Chieftains come out in spread formation. Michael Bennett in at tailback. It'll be 2nd and long, 2nd and 20 for the Chieftains. Braddock changes the play at the line of scrimmage. He takes a snap, looks left. Slot fade again. He's got Bryce Curran.
It's there. Oh.
And it's in and out of his hands. It's going to be incomplete. But it was there. So that'll bring up 3rd and 20 for the Chieftains. They did have a touchdown wiped off the board on this drive from a holding call, which was all set up from an interception from Carter Mosquito. As they lead here 14-3 with 11 minutes and 54 seconds left to go in the second quarter. And the Chieftains will come out in spread formation. It'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, keep an eye on number 1, Jackson Stone. I don't think we've thrown the football to him yet, but this would be a good time to try it.
Braddock takes a snap. He looks left. Steps up in the pocket to avoid the rush. Scrambling out. Takes a deep shot down the field. And it's going to be incomplete. As they had a couple Muskogee defenders in the area.
Yeah, not a horribly thrown ball because I think if it was picked off, it would have been kind of like a punt.
Right. So that'll bring up 4th and long for the Chieftains. Sequoia Hall out to punt from the 43-yard line.
Yeah, a chance to pin this rougher offense deep.
So the return man for the Roughers will be Ford, number 2. He's going to be lined up around the 15-yard line. Great start for the Chieftains tonight in the first quarter as they got a 14-3 lead. Pretty much everything working for this team. Sequoia Hall takes a snap. It's a good snap. High arcing punt, spiraling.
I think that's a great punt.
Going out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Great punt there from Sequoia Hall.
We'll see where they mark it here. Yeah, you're about right. They're going to mark it at the 9, which is just a fantastic punt.
Yeah, Muscogee's got some dangerous athletes. You don't want to give them an opportunity to return any of these punts or kickoffs. So Muskogee will take over from their own 9-yard line. Their last drive resulted in an interception from the Chieftains. 11 minutes and 39 seconds left to go here in the second quarter with a big game tonight here going on at George F. Collins. And the Roughers will come out in empty formation. Delgado, the quarterback.
Yeah, I think Delgado going to look for opportunities to run the football here on this drive. I think he's going to run it right here.
They send a man in motion. Delgado takes snap. It's a high snap. They hand it off. It's a jet sweep. Bounces it outside. He's across to the 20. Oh, no! Ball's on the ground. Chieftains got it. Ooh. Chieftains got it. And the Chieftains will get the ball back on the 22-yard line. Rylan Watson on the fumble recovery there. Great play there from the Chieftains. Yeah, it looks like that was going to be, a 12-yard run.
Two turnovers here in the last 2 drives for the Roughers, and Chieftains unable to capitalize on the last one. You want to see them punch the ball in the end zone here and really make a statement and put Muscogee's back against the wall, a team that's really not built to play from behind.
So the Chieftains come out starting on the Rougher 22. Levi into the game at tailback. Brody Chilake, the freshman, tied in this series. They motion Levi out of the backfield. Braddock takes the snap, looks across the middle of the field, got a man in his face, steps out to avoid the rush, and he's just going to looks like he may get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Braden, it looked like they were trying to get the ball to the freshman there.
Yeah, it was great pursuit from number 67, Jack Green, the defensive lineman for the Roughers, staying with it and running down Braddock's from the backside. And again, Braddock's did a good job not taking a sack, getting back more to the line of scrimmage, and really no harm, no foul, and we'll have 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and it was really good protection initially, just nobody open, so good coverage from the Roughers there. 2nd and 9 for the Chieftains. Michael Bennett in the game at tailback. They hand it off to him. He's looking to get it the outside, cuts it up the middle, and he gets about 4 yards, maybe 5. They'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Chieftains.
Yeah, that was blocked really pretty well. I kind of wondered if Michael might stick it to the outside a little bit more, but can't ever go wrong with cutting it up the field and getting 4 yards.
And the center, Miguel Cueros, will come out of the game as he's injured. He came into the game, kind of banged up. He's had a tough year battling an injury. It's good to see him out there battling. It looks like he may be able to get back in the game here after this play. So that'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Chieftains. 10 minutes and 22 seconds left to go here in the second. David Rodriguez will replace him. Braddock takes a snap. He looks left, steps up, throws it to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Chieftains!
Man.
22-yard play to Jackson Stone. That'll give the Chieftains a 20-3 lead here. As maybe not. We got a penalty in the backfield.
A lot of the pink flags flying early here for the refs. That's a tough one.
So that'll be the second touchdown erased off the board tonight for the Chieftains due to a holding call. And I don't know, Braden, I didn't see it. Tough break there. As it'll be 2nd and 15 now or 3rd and 15 for the Chieftains. Jackson Stone came open so late in that play. Initially wasn't open. Braddock did a good job of throwing him open. Had me tripped up there for a little bit.
Yeah, Muskogee actually had a safety over the top there.
So they'll come out in a trips left look, 3rd and 15 for the Chieftains. Braddock takes a snap. He looks left, steps up, throws it. He's got a man open. Landon Barber, and it's dropped. Oh, it hit him in the hands.
A really, really good throw there from Braddock's. Just dropped. I mean, that ball couldn't have been thrown any better. So it's going to bring up a 4th down. I'm probably outside of Jack Madden's field goal range. So I imagine the Chieftains will leave the offense on the field.
It looks like they will. They're trying to put the early dagger in Muskogee, but having a tough time finishing it off. So spread formation for the Chieftains. It's 4th and 15. We'll see if they decide to run a play here. And the Chieftains are going to take a timeout. So the Chieftains lead 14-3 with 10 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Just a tough break there, Braden.
On 4th and 15 here, you're obviously looking to throw the ball down the field, but you're looking for a chance to draw a pass interference as you see a Muskogee secondary being really physical, and we've already seen a couple of those called.
Well, I think with the way this defense is played, they've already forced 2 turnovers, Braden. And you've had guys running open down the field.
Yeah,
I think you go for it here and just see what happens.
I agree, and if we can get the protection, I actually think we have a decent shot of scheming somebody open. Head coach Tim Holt has done a really good job of that early in this game, really just out-scheming the Ruffers at times. When the box has been light, he's run it, and when he's seen opportunities to throw the ball down the field, he's taken advantage of that.
Yeah, it's been a really balanced attack from this offense tonight. As it looks like the Chieftains will keep the offense on the field for this 4th and 15. Ball's on the 27-yard line in Ruffer territory. They takes a snap, looks across the middle of the field, good protection, steps up, throws it, got a man, Michael Bennett, he catches it, he's across the 5, touchdown Chieftains. Touchdown Chieftains on 4th and 15, Braden. They got it done.
Man, a great play from the junior quarterback. And Michael Bennett was almost tripped up on that route, stayed on his feet, made a big catch, and got into the end zone.
That'll give the Chieftains a 20-3 lead as Jack Madden comes out to kick an extra point. Carter Mosquito the holder, and we have got a fantastic game going here for the Chieftains on senior night here at George F. Collins. Snaps away, holds good, kicks right through the upright. So that'll give the Chieftains a 21-3 lead here in the second quarter with 9 minutes and 56 seconds left to go. You're listening to Sapulpa Chieftain Football on 99.9 FM ESPN Tulsa. Welcome back here to George F. Collins. Chieftains strike again. 21-3 lead over the Ruffers with 9 minutes and 56 seconds left to go here in the second quarter.
A balanced attack so far from the Chieftain offense with 170 yards and 85 of those being passing and 65 being rushing yards.
And the kick's away. It was caught at the 20. Looks like they're going to mark him down at the 29-yard line. It was caught, and he was immediately tackled there on the kickoff. Help me out with the spot, Braden.
I think it's going to be at the 30. So Muskogee will start on their own 30-yard line, trailing the Chieftains 21-3. A Ruffers team that has had some turnover from last season, but that played for a state championship just a short time ago. a little over a year ago and won one 2 years ago.
Well, the Chieftain defense will come out again tonight after forcing 2 turnovers on the last 2 possessions for Muskogee. You can feel the momentum shifting here, Braden, as Muscogee's going to have to start getting desperate to get back in this game. 1st and 10. Delgado sends a man in motion. Takes a snap, looks to hand it off. Play action pass, hits the man out in the flats. And he makes a guy miss. He's crossed 40 down to midfield, and he's going to be tackled at the... Looks like they're going to say he was down at the 49.
Yeah, a good play design from the Roughers. Getting an athlete in space, and he makes the most of it. And just a play that was schemed open and gets the Roughers started on this drive, almost to midfield.
So they'll come out at the 49-yard line, 1st and 10, trips right. Delgado takes a snap, hands it off. He's met immediately by Rylan Watson, but he falls forward for 3 yards.
Yeah,
so it'll be 2nd and 7.
That was another read where Delgado has the option to keep it. Number 11, Jace McIntosh, was coming off the edge. Not going to let him keep it that time because we've seen them burn the Chieftains on that a few times here early in the ball game.
So 2nd and 7 here for the Roughers as the ball's across midfield down to the 40. Chaplin in at tailback. So they come out in a 2-back set with Delgado, the quarterback. Sends a man in motion from left to right. It's a play action. They hand it off to the running back who runs up the middle of the field and gets about 10 yards down to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good tackle there because he was real close to that being out of the gate and being 6 points for the Roughers.
So it'll be 1st and 10, ball at the 37 for the Roughers. 2-back set again. Gatto takes a snap, looks to hand it off, play action pass to the flats. It's going to be caught by Nunu James, who breaks the tackle initially, but he's met immediately by Michael Bennett.
And Michael was all over it over there. Gets up with authority after he slams the Rougher receiver to the ground with authority.
And that's only good for 1 yard to bring up 2nd and 9. Now, folks, don't be fooled. This Muskogee team is really good.
This is a really good.
This has been all about the Chieftains tonight, as they have started out this game. Is about as good as you can ask for. The Roughers will come out and trips left, the tight end into the game to the boundary. Delgado takes a snap, hands it off. It's a play action. Same play the other side of the field out in the flats. And it's going to be caught. It looks like that's an 8-yard gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and 1 for the Roughers.
Yeah, good drive here from the Roughers again, but the Chieftain defense, for the most part, keeping the ball in front of them, making good tackles in space, and making them have to snap the ball again, which we know that when it get into that short yardage and goal line, it can get difficult for the Roughers.
So it'll be 3rd and 1 for the Roughers. A 2-back set with a tight end. Chaplin the back. Delgado takes a snap, hands it off, runs up the middle, but he's met by a host of Chieftains, breaks a tackle, and he's going to pick up the 1st down, and he drags some Chieftains down inside the 20.
Just a great run. That was number 5, Marquise Chaplin, the senior. 5'10", 185 pounds, running hard on that play.
Well, he's met in the backfield initially, but made a cut and made some guys miss some tackles. That gets the ball down to the 17-yard line. 7 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Chieftains lead 21-3. 2-back set again for the Roughers. Delgado takes a snap, looks to hand it off. He does up the middle. He's met immediately again, and that's good for maybe a half-yard gain. Bring up 2nd and long for the Roughers.
Again, this is where the Chieftain defense can make it really, really difficult on them. The Roughers have been able to move the football at times, just didn't punch it in on their last trip to the red zone.
They've already forced 2 turnovers in this game. As you know, those are contagious.
Yeah, and keep an eye. We're going to see something on the edge here pretty soon. If it's not this snap, the next snap.
Delgado can keep it. He's a mobile quarterback, dual-threat quarterback. 2nd and 9, Roughers send a man in motion from right to left. Takes a snap, and it's a sprint out. He's looking down the field. He throws it. It's going to be incomplete.
It was covered really well from the Chieftain defense. Again, we knew they were going to try to get out on the perimeter. Number 22, Caden Smith, was all over it.
So 3rd and long here for the Roughers. Ball at the 17-yard line inside of Chieftain territory. And you're you were right, Braden. They were going to get to that sprint out pretty soon, but the Chieftains defended it well. We'll see if they dial up some pressure here. No doubt, 2-down territories that Ruffers are looking to get back in this game. They come out and trips right. Delgado, the quarterback, takes a snap, looks to hand it off, play action, looking across the middle of the field. He fires it. It's going to be out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. 4th and 9
again
for the Ruffers.
Great coverage from the Chieftains secondary, and Delgado has struggled to throw the ball down the field really at all against this Chieftain defense.
So I'll bring up 4th and 9. Muscogee's going to take a timeout to talk it over.
I don't know. They might bring out the field goal team here.
Looks like you're right. I saw coaches walking out on the field there. I thought they called a timeout, but
yeah, you really just a little surprised by that. I think you would keep an eye for a fake here, and it looks like the Chieftains will. They're going to play it safe and let him attempt this somewhat of a long field goal for the high school level.
Belong the kicker for the Ruffers.
And on the left hash.
False start.
And it was going to be, I think it was going to be no good.
So this will back him up another 5 yards.
So they'll get another try. I think he missed that. And I think they're probably going to go for it now because there wasn't a lot of extra power on that kick.
It looks like Muskogee has taken a timeout here to talk it over. 6 minutes, 13 seconds left to go here. Sapulpa leading 21-3, Braden, on senior night. And, man, I mean, you know, Muscogee's a good football team, and what Sapulpa's doing tonight is just impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no other word for it.
Well, it's one, we know Sapulpa's really good. They're 5-0 in district play. We know Muscogee's really good. 4-1, battled with Sand Springs for much of the game last week. Really seeing that Chieftain culture that head coach Tim Holt, defensive coordinator Braxton Waters, and the rest of the coaching staff have instilled into these guys and into this program. And so far, there's a lot of game left. This is a very talented Muskogee team. Just like basketball, they're going to make a run. You know it's going to happen. But a great start, and you're seeing the Chieftains reap some of those rewards for all that work they put in.
So, Braden, help me out here. We had a false start, but I don't think they moved the football back.
Yeah, I don't think they did. Maybe the timeout came before the false start.
That had to have been what happened. So the Ruffers have changed their mind about kicking the field goal. It looks like they're going to go for it. They come out and 2 receivers to the right.
The right decision.
Delgado takes a snap.
Now there's going to be a false start, right?
I don't think they were set yet. I don't think the referee had blown the whistle yet to start play. So they're going to reset the ball. 4th and 9 here. Ball's on the 16-yard line.
One of these days we're going to play this 4th down snap.
Might be November before we get there.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 2 receivers to the right. Delgado takes a snap. He looks left. Immediate pressure. And it's going to be incomplete. Turnover on downs for the Chieftains. Chased out of the pocket by Demarion McKinney. And the Chieftains will take over on downs.
You know, we've been loaded with Halloween jokes to make all night. And I'll tell you what, there's nothing really spooky about what's happened. It's just the Chieftains dominating the football game we've seen so far. Not that we won't pull those out later, but, man, nothing to joke about. Serious business from the Chieftains here tonight.
A lot of game left to play. They got to finish this first half off good. 6 minutes left to go here in the first half. Just a dominant performance tonight from the Chieftains. And that's our second red zone stop of the night. And the Chieftains will come out in the 2-back set with Levi in at tailback. And they motion the 2-backs over, or the tight ends over. Braddock takes the snap, looks to hand it off. He does, up the middle, and he's met immediately. It looks like he might get a 1-yard gain there. They'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now to put the ball at the 17-yard line inside Chieftain territory. Clock's still rolling.
Yeah, this is a Muskogee defense that really needs a turnover or something here. Look for the Chieftains to hopefully stay disciplined here, even if they don't have as successful of a drive as they've had in previous drives, moving the football a little bit, possessing the football, and running some clock.
And they'll come out in the same formation. Braddock takes the snap. He looks left, met immediately with pressure, takes a shot down the field, and it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, he did a good job just to get rid of that one.
Braddock has played really good football the last 3 weeks as he was injured earlier on in the season, but he's really coming into his own here in his junior season. Just looks a lot more comfortable and patient and reading the field really well. Very smart decision there just to throw that ball away and live to see another day. So it'll be 3rd and 9 for the Chieftains. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. We'd like to thank you for joining us tonight on Chieftain TV and AM 1550, 99.9 FM, ESPN Tulsa. A game with district title implications on the line here, and it's going the Chieftains' way so far. Braddock takes the snap. He looks left. Fires it down the field. Got a man open. It's Bryce Curran. It's caught. Yes. He's across midfield and tackled at the 40. They're going to say he's down at the 40-yard line.
And just an absolute dime of a throw from the junior quarterback who's having his arrival, making his appearance on the big stage here tonight of 6A Division II. And
well, that's good for a 44-yard gain. Bryce Curran, man. I'm at a loss of words, Braden. I mean, this guy didn't even play football last year.
People don't understand how tough that is to track the ball down the field over your shoulder like that and make that catch.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Chieftains. Ball on the 40. Handed off to Levi up the middle. Yeah. Makes me a miss. He's got 30, 20, 15. Breaks the tackle. Touchdown, Chieftains.
No flags.
No flags. As we had a little bit of a tussle down here at the 40. But it's going to stand for the Chieftains. And they'll take a 27-3 lead here in the second quarter as Levi breaks off a 40-yard gain. And hats off to this Chieftain offensive line, just absolutely moving the rougher defensive line, creating a huge hole there.
Okay, now it's getting spooky for the Roughers because they're in blowout territory here, trailing 27-3 here in the first half. And it feels like there could be somewhat of a changing of the guard happening here tonight and an arrival for head coach Tim Holt and his program.
Jack Madden to kick the extra point for the Chieftains. Carter Mosquito the holder. It's a low snap. Carter picks it up, kicks good. And the Chieftains will take a 28-3 lead with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. You're listening to Sapulpa Chieftain Football on 99.9 FM ESPN Tulsa.
Back. Welcome back here to George F. Collins Stadium. The Chieftains lead the Roughers 28-3 here with under 5 minutes here left to play in the first half. And the Chieftains looking to go 6-0 in district play. Roughers looking to get to 5-1 and keep their district title hopes alive.
Man, what a job Coach Tim Holt has done getting these Chieftains ready to play tonight. He said it before the game. This was the biggest game of his coaching career here at Sapulpa. As the kick's away, it's going to be caught at the 31. He looks to return it out left, and he's met at the 33-yard line. But as I was saying, he said it coming in this game. This is his biggest game of his career here at Sapulpa. And man, they have not disappointed. All 3 levels of the game, special teams, offense, and defense, has absolutely been dominant tonight.
Yeah, it's to this point in the game, a lot of game left, a lot could happen. Muscogee could very well come back and win this game, but to this point, outplayed, outcoached, outcultured by the Chieftains tonight are the Roughers.
So the Chieftains lead 28-3 with 4 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Muskogee will take over on their own 33-yard line. 1st and 10. Delgado sends a man in motion from left to right. It's a high snap over his head, and he picks it up at the end. He didn't.
Ooh.
And it looks like he did bounce back on top of it.
It was loose, and that could have been an absolute dagger for the Roughers, and it. Whew.
So that'll back him up all the way to the 16-yard line. That'll be a loss of 18 on the play.
Yeah, that's a good first snap for the Chieftain defense.
So it'll be 2nd and 27 here for the Roughers. Come out in the two-back set. Delgado takes a snap. He looks left. He looks right. Trying to find a man open. Nobody open. He takes a shot down the field. It's going to be incomplete.
Really had all day in the pocket. Really made a good throw.
The Chieftains only rushed 3 there as it's 2nd and long.
No, it's going to be 3rd and long now.
So it'll be 3rd and 27 for the Roughers, backed up on their own 17-yard line. Chieftains lead 28-3.
Yeah, we felt like on the tape last week, Muskogee really was competitive with Sand Springs, got behind, and almost it looked like maybe their effort level dropped off a little bit. We'll see if the Chieftains are able to force that upon them tonight.
So they'll come out in a 3-receiver set to the right, 1 receiver alone on the top. Chieftains showing pressure. They back out of it. Delgado scrambles out to the right looking for a man, and he's got a man, and it's caught, but he's going to be short of the yard to gain.
Just a great throw and catch. Number 2, to Caden Ford, has been the Roughers' best receiver tonight, and really, really good catch there, and it sets up a 4th and manageable here for the Roughers.
So that's good for 23 yards. It'll be 4th and 4 for the Roughers. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like they were really going to have no shot of getting a first down there, and now all of a sudden it's 4th and 4.
Got to watch the ball here if you're the Chieftains. Look for the hard count. Yeah. They come out in spread formation. Chaplin, the tailback. And they do snap it. He drops back, looks left, throws it. It's going to be incomplete.
He had a man open in the flat and just overthrew him. Didn't give him a chance.
So that'll be a turnover on downs for the Chieftains. And they'll get the ball with great field possession as they look to go score more points. They've scored on 4 out of 5 drives tonight. 3 minutes, 33 seconds left to go here for the Chieftains. And what would just be a massive win for this program and put this team in serious contention to be a state championship winning football team. And if they play like this every night, Braden, I don't think they can be beat. It's just been a dominant performance from the Chieftains. You got to give Coach David Ritchie a lot of credit for what he's done with this offensive line. They didn't look like this week 1, but you don't want to peak week 1 either, Braden.
No, this is, I mean, it was the same story on a different level last year. It looks like certainly the Chieftains have leveled up, but getting progressively better throughout the season. Competition level has stepped up, and the Chieftains have answered the bell and really stepped up their game, playing their best half of football here tonight, and got a chance here, man, to go up over, help me with math,
32
to go
points.
up over 30 points with a score here, which at the beginning of this game, to be honest, it seemed like the Chieftains could win the game, but if you had told me they'd be up 25 or 30 at halftime, that didn't seem fathomable.
No, and it's one of those things, Braden. I mean, you just, I hate to say this, but you got to see it to believe it. And, Muscogee's been a team that's proved it. They've made it to state championship the last 2 years. And Sapulpa has been knocking on the door. And, I talked to Coach Tim Holt last week. Sorry, we do have a timeout on the field. I'm not sure. I think the Chieftains called it. But, I told him last week, you keep knocking on the door long enough, Coach, eventually that door's going to break down. And tonight, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
So the teams will come back out onto the field after the timeout. Ball will be at the 41-yard line. They come out in the 2-back set. Michael Bennett, the tailback. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Chieftains. Braddock takes snap, hands it off to Michael Bennett, who gets the corner. He's across the 40, across 35. One man to beat. He's going to be tackled at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, a good cut there from Michael, getting the ball up the field, big run. And this is where you start to see heads kind of down for the Roughers, and they'll need to pick themselves up at halftime if they want to have any shot to get back in this ball game, as the Chieftains have all the momentum.
That's good for 15 yards. Gets the ball to the 26-yard line. Levi into the game at tailback. Braddock takes the snap, looks to hand off Levi. Big hole there, across the 20. One man to beat. Was going to be tackled at the 14-yard line. And that was almost another touchdown, Braden.
Yeah, this is where it looks like the effort level for the Roughers has dropped off.
Well, we saw that last week against Sand Springs, and there's a lot of head scratching going on that sideline right now, wondering what is going on here on Halloween night. As it looks like the Chieftains have ghosted that defense over there.
There's one.
So it'll be 1st and 10, ball on the 14-yard line in the red zone again tonight for the Chieftains. Deshaun Koch at tailback. He gets the carry, bounces out to the left side, breaks a tackle, and he fumbles. Oh, wow.
That's tough.
So he fumbles the ball. Muskogee picks it up at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, I had a chance to put the Roughers in a really bad spot there.
I mean, he had 1 yard to go.
But you know, again, when you're playing as hard as Deshaun does, sometimes those things are going to happen. Obviously, you want to hold on to the football, but we saw him fighting through tacklers.
Well, the result was negative, but that's still almost a highlight if you look at it. I mean, he was absolutely trucking through guys.
Yeah.
So the Roughers will take over on their own 1 yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. 2 minutes and 31 seconds left to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Roughers with the score here and getting the ball after half could make this an interesting second half.
They come out in a 2-back set. Delgado takes a snap. It's a high snap. He fires a shot down the field. And it's going to be caught.
Oh, yeah.
He's across midfield to the 40. It's Beasley. No man left to beat. And they're going to score.
Yeah, just one-on-one coverage on the outside, and Beasley, a great player, wins that matchup. takes it 99 yards, and again, this is a good Muscogee team who you knew at some point was gonna make an effort to get back into this game, and there's the first step.
So a quick turn of events there as the Chieftains would have taken a 35-3 lead, fumble the ball on the 1 yard line, and Muskogee strikes on a one-play 99-yard pass. As this game is going to get a little interesting going into halftime, but you knew, Braden, Muskogee's a good team. They're going to throw punches. So they come out to kick the extra point. Balago, the kicker, snaps away. It's blocked.
Yeah.
So that'll be.
So that's a big play. That's a big play. It's not one that is huge on the scoreboard, but it's a big momentum. Get some of that momentum back for the Chieftains.
So the Chieftains lead 28-9, and we'll step aside. You're listening to Sapulpa Chieftain Football, 99.9 FM, ESPN Tulsa. Welcome back to George F. Collins. Muskogee just scored on a one-play drive, a 99-yard touchdown pass from Delgado to Beasley to make this a 28-9 game, as they desperately needed some points here with 2 minutes left to go in the first half. And Muskogee's out to kick the ball away. It'll be Balago, the kicker. And he steps up to kick it. It's an end-over-end kick. A deep kick, going to be caught at the 14 by Michael Bennett, who looks to return it, cuts up the midfield. He's going to be tackled at the 30. That'll be good for 16 yards. And the Chieftains will take over on the 30. So it's been a great night here for the Chieftains so far. Made a little bit of a mistake on that last drive with the turnover. And Muskogee was able to capitalize. But we knew this was going to be, honestly, we thought it was going to be a lot tougher game than it has been for the Chieftains. But, it's a game where you got to take some punches and get back up. And,
it was a 13-point swing, and those two plays there were Deshaun fumbled and then the big play from the Roughers.
Sapulpa takes over, two-back set. Levi in the backfield. They hand it off to him, runs it up the middle, pushing defenders forward, and it's a 2-yard gain. That'll roll the clock inside of 2 minutes left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, the Roughers probably should feel like they have some life now after those two really big plays. But it doesn't seem like there's a lot of energy radiating from that sideline and Rougher defense, at least not right now.
And the Chieftains are going to try to milk the clock on this drive as they're letting it roll down inside a minute 45 here to go. They'll stay with the same personnel to be 2nd and 7. Ball on the 33. Braden takes the snap, looks to hand off to Levi, cuts it out left. He's met in the backfield. And that'll be a 2-yard loss. That'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Chieftains.
Levi's. Oh, that's not good.
It looks like Levi is going to be down on the play. The training staff will come out to attend to him. There's a minute 16 left to go here in the first half, Braden. And, we talk about it. When you're playing good teams and you're trying to do something, you haven't done in a long time. You got to respond, when things don't always go your way. It's not always going to go your way during the game. But, how do the Chieftains, regain their composure, take this lead into halftime, and just keep their foot on the gas?
Well, I think the message will be nothing changes. There was Deshaun fumbled the football, but you can't get mad about a guy who plays as hard as he does, and then they have the big play down the field. Those things are going to happen throughout the course of a football game against a good football team. It's tough to see 23 Levi Jensen in some pain there, hoping he's okay, because he's a vital part of this Chieftain offense.
Yeah, the talented senior running back has over 750 yards on the season. I'm sure he's over 800 tonight. He's had a great first half. So it'll be 3rd and 9 for the Chieftains. Deshaun Koch back into the game at tailback. Landon Barber, Bryce Curran in at receiver. Clock's rolling inside of a minute. And Braddock goes to take the snap. It's a hard count. And they're going to have to take a timeout here. And they do.
Yeah, I think Levi's night could be over. He looks like that is a tough kid who looks like he's in some real pain. And then you just hate to see that on a night he's been so good and had such a big night, and the senior.
Yeah, he's up walking around on the sideline. We'll see if we get an update on him. We'll let you know. Hopefully he's able to get back in the second half. So an interesting decision here for the Chieftains. I think you got to probably try to pick this up. You don't want to give Muskogee the ball back, really, if you can avoid it. Braddock has played a great game tonight, as the Chieftains have really it's just been a balanced attack through the air, on the ground, and just
you got to try. I'm with you. I think you need to trust your quarterback here that's played a lot of snaps, has a lot of experience, and made some big plays, and let him try to make the right decision on a ball down the field.
So Michael Bennett into the game at tailback for the Chieftains as they come out with a tight end and an H-back. Logan Mason, Rylan Watson, and Landon Barber and Bryce Curran in at receiver. They motion the tight end and H-back to the right. Braddock takes the snap, looks to hand it off to Michael Bennett. He's met immediately in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of 4 yards.
Yeah, and that'll be a Roughers timeout.
And they will take a timeout here. Maybe not. They've got 2 timeouts remaining.
Am I missing something? No one has any.
So they're not going to take a timeout.
Maybe they don't have any timeouts left. I don't know. I saw Kevin Durant try to take one a couple weeks ago against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they were out of timeout. So maybe they're trying to avoid that.
So that'll roll the clock down to about 4 or 5 seconds left to go here in the first half as Sapulpa leads 28-9.
Yeah, and that'll. So I think.
So we'll see here.
Sapulpa.
Interesting game through the last two possessions as things have slowed down just a little bit. It was all Sapulpa in the first half until...
Yeah, I think they're going to take the delay of game here, Tanner. With 3 seconds left on fourth down, they'll probably throw something, maybe roll Braddock's out and have him throw it out of bounds, wouldn't you think here?
I think so. So they're going to put 1 second back on the clock, so there'll be 4 seconds left to go.
Ooh.
That's...
They put... Yeah, 3 you could probably roll off pretty easily, but 4 is tough. I think you can do it, but I don't know if it's really worth the...
So it looks like the Chieftains are going to try something here on offense just to roll this clock out and get us to halftime.
Because it is fourth down, so if the full clock doesn't expire...
Yeah, they've got to burn 4 seconds here on this play call. Michael Bennett, the tailback.
Yeah, this makes me a little nervous here.
Braddock takes a snap. He drops back.
Oh, there it is.
And he throws it to Landon Barber. It's caught.
Yeah, Landon does
and
a
he
good
gets
job.
to the 40-yard line, and that'll get us to halftime. So the Chieftains lead here on Halloween night, 28-9 over the Ruffers. It's just been a dominant first half.
Hey, all treats, no tricks for the Chieftains tonight. Running the football, throwing the football, having their way for the most part with the Ruffers defense.
But we've got a lot of football left to go, so we're going to step aside for about 10 minutes here. We'd like to thank you for joining us tonight on Chieftain TV, AM 1550 and 99.9 FM ESPN Tulsa. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Steel. Our halftime sponsor is Eye to Eye Family Vision Care. Our gold level sponsors are Carletti Dentistry, Hudson Plumbing, Reed Architecture and Interiors, and Parker Plastics. Our silver level sponsors are American Heritage Bank, CTX Coffee, Green Bay Packaging, Merrifield Office Supply, Mitchell Legal, Spirit Bank, TTCU Federal Credit Union, Route 66 Tree Service, and Route 66 Electric. We would also like to thank the Bartlett Foundation for their many years of continued support for the Chieftain Marching Band. The Sapulpa Band is proud to present a preview of our 2025 competitive marching show titled Clowning Around. Depending upon the music, the sticking will change. So in this case, you could do a little exercise to help you with these vapors.
We would now like to honor our 2025-2026 Sapulpa Band and Color Guard seniors. Kenneth Beard. Kenneth is the son of Anthony and Stephanie Beard, as well as Erica and Samantha Cotton. He has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 4 years. He has been a member of the Jazz Band 2 for 1 year and the Symphonic Band for 4 years. He has scored 2 superior ratings at solo and ensemble contests. Kenneth has been selected as the shop manager of the diesel technology class at Central Tech. In his future, Kenneth plans to attend Central Tech to get his Class A CDL, join a trucking company, and then one day start his own trucking business. Mackay Burgraff. Mackay is the son of Brad and Danielle Burgraff. He has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 4 years. In those 4 years, he has been in the Symphonic Band and the Jazz Band. He has received numerous superior ratings at district and state solo and ensemble. Luke Castleberry. Luke is the son of Jerry and Tiffany Castleberry. Luke has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 7 years. In those 7 years, he has been a member of the Sapulpa Wind Ensemble, Jazz Band 1, and Musical Pit. He has also been a member of the NCDA Honor Band for 3 years, was an OKMEA 2025 orchestra member, has made multiple superior ratings at state solo and ensemble, and is a 2-year member of the Tulsa Youth Symphony Orchestra, where he serves as the horn principal. After graduation, Luke plans to major in music performance and work toward medical school to become an emergency medicine physician. Jonathan Cope. Jonathan is the son of Brenda and Chris Cope. He has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 7 years. In those 7 years, he has been in the Sapulpa Wind Ensemble, Jazz Band 1, Marching Band, and Musical Pit. He is a 2-year OKMEA All-State Honor Band member, 3-year NCDA All-Region Honor Band member, has 7 superior ratings for solo and ensembles at OSSAA District and Ensemble Contest, 6 superior ratings for solo and ensemble at OSSAA State Solo and Ensemble Contest. He has served on the leadership team for 3 years and has been brass captain for 2. Joshua Deal. Joshua is the son of Philip and Karen Deal. He has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 7 years. He made first chair jazz all-state bass in 2024, first alternate all-state percussion in 2024, and first alternate jazz all-state bass in 2025. He is a 3-time NCDA Honor Band member and has received several superior ratings on solos and ensembles at both district and state solo and ensemble competitions. He has been on the Sapulpa Band leadership team for 3 years and has been drumline captain for 3 years. He has also been center snare on the Sapulpa drumline for 2 years. He has also been a gigging jazz bassist around the Tulsa area for the past 3 years. His non-musical accomplishments include having a 4.4 GPA, is second in his class, will graduate with honors, and is on track to graduate valedictorian. Josh's plans after graduation are to go to the University of North Texas and study jazz, and then be a professional jazz bassist and maybe become a college professor. Jonah Edelman. Jonah is the son of Dennis and Aaron Edelman. He has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 6 years. In those 6 years, he has been a member of the Sapulpa Symphonic Band for 1 year, Wind Ensemble for 2 years, and Jazz Band for 3 years. He has been an all-state runner and has received multiple superior ratings at solo and ensemble competitions. Jonah has his CNA license and is working on obtaining an MA license. In the future, he plans on attending OU to receive a Bachelor's of Science, then attending OU Medical to get his medical doctorate. After college, Jonah plans to open his own practice as a physician. Jordan Galloway. Jordan is the son of Wesley and Jennifer Galloway. He has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 7 years. He has been a member of the Sapulpa Wind Ensemble, Jazz Band 1, and has played in the pit for the school musical. He is a 1-time member of the NCDA Honor Band. He has received multiple district and state solo and ensemble ratings. He is also a member of the Tulsa Youth Symphony's Concert Orchestra. Jordan plans to attend Oklahoma State University for music performance. After college, he plans to perform in orchestras, musicals, and teach music lessons. Parker Green. Parker is the son of Jennifer Garner, Dusty Green, and Craig Garner. He has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 6 years. He has been a member of the Sapulpa Wind Ensemble for 4 years and has been a member of Jazz 1 Band for 3 years. He has been a member of the NCDA Honor Band for 1 year. He has been a student leader at First Christian Church of Sapulpa for 3 years and has maintained a 4.11 GPA throughout high school. After graduation, he plans to go to Oklahoma Christian University to pursue a degree in youth ministry. Ethan Groves. Ethan is the son of James and Shannon Groves. He has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 6 years. He is a member of the marching band, wind ensemble, and jazz band. His music accomplishments include making NCDA, OKMEA All-State Band, first chair in the wind ensemble, superior ratings at solo ensemble, and lettering in band. Ethan maintains a 4.273 GPA. He is also lettered in academics and made honor roll as well as student of the month. Ethan's plans for the future is to attend college. Serena Hyde. Serena is the daughter of Stephanie and Jeremy Hyde. She has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 7 years. She is a 5-year marching band member and a 4-year wind ensemble member. She has earned superior ratings at district and state solo and ensemble competitions, has been a member of the NCDA Honor Band for 1 year, and has played at the OKMEA Honor Band concert. Serena has been accepted into OSU's pre-law psychology program. In her future, she plans to attend college and major in forensic or pre-law psychology. Addison Henry. Addison is the daughter of Amy and Kenneth Clark, as well as Aaron and Ariel Henry. She has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 6 years. She is a member of the Sapulpa Symphonic Band. She has received superior ratings at solo and ensemble competitions, as well as numerous accomplishments in marching band. Addison is currently the president of Business Professionals of America and FCCLA's Culinary Club, where she has previously been the vice president of both. She also has participated in the school musical James and the Giant Peach. Addison plans to attend TCC for 2 years and transfer to OU, Tulsa, to get a doctorate degree in physical therapy. Janiyah Jackson. Janiyah is escorted by her mother, Macia Jackson, her nana, Latasha Jackson, and her uncles, Joseph Jackson and Cameron Pete. She has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 5 years. She is a member of the Sapulpa Color Guard. She maintains a 4.0 GPA. She is a member of both the track and tennis teams. She is a 2-time state qualifier in track and field and a 4-year member of the Athletic Leadership Council and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Janiyah's plans for the future are to attend the University of Oklahoma and major in psychology to become a psychotherapist. Gabriella Keene. Gabriella is the daughter of Amy and Robert Keene. She has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 7 years. She has been a member of the Sapulpa Marching Band for 5 years. She is a 5-year wind ensemble member, maintaining first chair bass clarinet for 4 years. She is a former 2-year jazz band member. She has received superior ratings at solo and ensemble contests for 4 years and has received 2 superior ratings at solo and ensemble contests in 8th grade. Gabriella is a 2nd-year medical assistant at Central Tech Sapulpa and will be receiving her medical assisting license at the end of the year. She is a 1-year HOSA member and got accepted into OSU and UCO. Gabriella has watched almost every medical drama on Netflix. In her future, she plans to attend the University of Oklahoma to receive a bachelor's degree in science and attend medical school to complete her dream of becoming a dermatologist, possibly even opening her own dermatology clinic. Evan Long. Evan is the child of Alex and Marcy Long. Evan has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 7 years. In those 7 years, Evan has been a member of the Sapulpa Wind Ensemble. Evan is a 5-year marching band member, been in the Wind Ensemble since 2022, earning superior ratings at district solo and ensemble and state solo and ensemble for 3 years, conducted in our 2025 competitive marching show, and is a 2-year leadership member. Evan has taken photos for the band social media pages, took photography classes at Central Tech, was a docent at the Arts Explore Camp at Holmes Park in 2022, and has earned multiple first-place awards at the school's art show. Evan's plans for after graduation are to go out of state for art school and get a BFA in ceramics. Eventually, Evan wants to start a business selling art and open a studio. Evan also wants to travel the world and see art from other cultures. When Evan retires, they plan on living in a tower in a forest and becoming a wizard. Benjamin Lowry. Benjamin is the child of Marty and Kevin Lowry. Benjamin has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 6 years. In those 6 years, they have been a part of the symphonic band. Benjamin has received 1s in solo and ensemble and has been cymbal captain for 3 years. Benjamin is the co-president of the Culinary Club, the social media director for both the Culinary Club and BPA, has been an officer of BPA for 2 years, was in the musical for 2 years, and has been a member of the Culinary Club for 3 years. Benjamin's plan after graduation are to attend Stacey James Institute for Cosmetology. They want to be a color specialist and one day own their own beauty salon. David Martin. David is the son of David Martin and Jessica Buck. He has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 7 years. In those 7 years, he has been a member of the Sapulpa Wind Ensemble, Marching Band, and Jazz 1. He has received superior ratings at district and state solo and ensemble, passed on to second round All-State in 2024, played in the musical pit in 2024, was a 2023 member of Zephyrus Drum and Bugle Corps where he earned Most Improved, and was a top combo member at the UCO Jazz Camp in 2024. He is a 5-year member of the Sapulpa Wind Ensemble and the marching band, and a 3-year jazz member. He is a soloist in the 2025 Sapulpa High School Competitive Marching Show. He has maintained a 1-year relationship with Serena Height and received AB honor roll in 4th grade. His plans for after graduation are to attend the School of Culinary Arts at OSU IT and pursue a career in fine dining. Max Means. Max is the son of Marty and Shannon Means. Max has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 3.5 years. In those 3.5 years, he has been a member of the Sapulpa Wind Ensemble. He has received 4 superior ratings at state solo ensemble contest. He has also made NCAA All-Region Band as 5th chair and 3rd alternate at All-State. Max has a 4.341 GPA, has taken honors classes, advanced placement, and concurrent enrollment. He has earned a letter and a bar in academics, band, and track and field. Max's plans after graduation is to earn his bachelor's at OU and go to the School of Dentistry at OU. He hopes to become a dentist, orthodontist, or even a maxillofacial surgeon. He wants to keep life simple and hunt when he can. Ethan Merriman. Ethan is the child of Gary Merriman, Stacy Rubio, and Armindo Mendoza. Ethan has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 7 years. In those 7 years, he's been a part of the Sapulpa Wind Ensemble and the marching band. He has been on leadership for 2 years and has been a section leader. Has been voted Sapulpa Band's most improved in 2023, has multiple superior ratings at both district and state solo ensemble, is a member of the Sapulpa Jazz Choir and Sapulpa Varsity Choir, and former member of future music education class. He's the biggest Superman fan in the band and has traveled to multiple parts of Europe and is the current fork wielder. Following graduation, he plans to attend the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign to study music education with hopes of becoming a choir or band director. Maria Mondragon. Maria is the daughter of Lillian Gomez and Ventura Mondragon. She has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 7 years. She has been in the Sapulpa Wind Ensemble for 4 years. She has received superior ratings at district and state solo ensemble and lettered and barred in band. She is an honor student and has a 4.3 GPA and has gotten acceptance into OSU. After graduation, Maria plans to attend college to study in the medical field. San Juana Mondragon. San Juana is the daughter of Lillian Gomez and Ventura Mondragon. She has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 7 years. She has been a member of the Sapulpa Wind Ensemble for 3 years. She has received several superior ratings at solo ensemble contests and has received a bar and lettered in band and received the Best New Marcher award in the 9th grade. San Juana is an honor student, maintaining a GPA of 4.3. After graduating, San Juana plans to attend college and study in the medical field. Maria Moreno Parra. Maria is the daughter of Maria Parra and Jose Moreno. She has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 5 years. She is a Sapulpa Color Guard member. She's been in theater for 5 years, where she serves as the thespian president. She's also the president of the Speech and Debate Club. She's a member of the Athletic Leadership Council, academic team, and the Spanish Club. She's a 3-time regional qualifier and a 1-time state qualifier for speech and debate. She was also given the award of All-State Actress for 1 act. Maria's plans for after graduation are to attend Seton Hall University, where she will double major in journalism and diplomacy and international relations. After college, she plans on becoming a journalist, then going to law school for international law. After that, she will become a diplomat from Mexico. Ava O'Malley. Ava is the daughter of Brandy Inman, Lance Inman, and James O'Malley. She has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 4 years. She is a member of the Sapulpa Color Guard and the Sapulpa Varsity Winter Guard. She was the Color Guard co-captain for the 2024-2025 season and the Color Guard captain for the 2025-26 season. She has received a superior rating for her solo at the WGPO solo and ensemble competition. In the future, she plans to attend the University of Oklahoma with a major in marketing and a minor in health and exercise science. She plans to become a marketing manager. Sarah Pfeiffer. Sarah is the daughter of Laura and Alex Pfeiffer. She has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 7 years. She has been a member of the Sapulpa Marching Band for 5 years, Wind Ensemble for 4 years, and Jazz Band for 5 years. She has been a part of the Jazz 1 Band for 3 years. Sarah once drank 6 liters of Coca-Cola in 3 weeks. Her plans for the future are to attend Northeastern State University to get a master's degree in psychology and a bachelor's degree in business administration. She hopes to one day run her own therapy clinic for teenagers. Once she's 75, Sarah wishes to move to a small town to run a bar with cats, build her dream house, and become a rich, crazy cat lady. Kendall Queen. Kendall is the daughter of Michael and Courtney Queen. She has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 7 years and is currently a member of the Wind Ensemble. She has received several superior ratings at state solo and ensemble contests. She has also lettered and barred in band and has performed in the Tulsa PAC. Some of Kendall's non-music accomplishments include varsity track member, member of the National Honor Society, an all-honor student, lettered and barred in track, has a 4.068 GPA, is a state qualifier for track, and accepted into OSU. Kendall is a dual enrollment student and a volunteer at the Sapulpa Animal Shelter. Her plans for the future are to attend OSU and get a doctorate in veterinary medicine. She hopes to become a veterinarian while continuing to pursue her love for music as well. Naomi Reynolds. Naomi is the daughter of Alexandra Adams and Shane Reynolds. She has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 3 years. In those 3 years, she has been a member of the Sapulpa Wind Ensemble. She has received numerous superior ratings at state solo and ensemble competitions and has taught lessons to 8th graders. Naomi has a CNA license as well as a CPR certification. She plans to attend the University of Oklahoma to become a certified registered nurse anesthesiologist. Amy Tubes. Amy is the daughter of Lourdes and Donald Tubes. Amy has been a member of the Lone Star Band for 4 years and a member of the Sapulpa Band for 4 years. She has been a member of the Sapulpa Symphonic Band for 2 years and a member of the Wind Ensemble for 1 year. Amy is a 2-year leadership member and section leader. She has made state solo and ensemble numerous times. She was in the pit for the school musical for 1 year. Her plans for the future are to attend Northeastern State University to become an optometrist. Eli Wilson. Eli is the son of Derek and Lauren Wilson. He has been a member of the Sapulpa Band for 7 years. In those 7 years, he has been a member of the Sapulpa Wind Ensemble and has been a member of the jazz band since the 8th grade. He has played in the pit for the school musical for 2 years. He has been a member of the NCDA Honor Band for 1 year and has received numerous superior ratings at solo and ensemble competitions. He maintains a 3.97 GPA and has received an ACT score of 32. In the future, Eli plans to attend college and major in physics. Janelle Williams. Janelle has been a member of the band program for 7 years. Janelle has received multiple superior ratings at district, solo, and ensemble contests.
To George F. Collins Stadium.
Please join us in thanking and congratulating our 2025-2026 Sapulpa Band and Color Guard
Chieftains looking to go 6-0 in district play for the first time, we call it ever, and set up a district championship game next week at Sand Springs. Tanner, really good half of football, a couple tough plays there at the end. What do the Chieftains need to do here in the second half to solidify the win and set up that big matchup next week?
Yeah, we're real quick before I answer that question. So, funny enough, back in 1951, Sapulpa won their one and only district title and actually shared that with Muskogee. They both went 10-0 with one tie. So, you're almost correct. It's the first one since 1951, but I don't think anyone remembers that.
And just so you guys know, there's no books and records out here. He doesn't have his phone pulled up. That was straight knowledge dropped on you from Tanner Gregory here, myself, Braden Ward, on ESPN Radio, Chieftain TV, and man, we got a good one tonight.
Yeah, so to answer your question, Braden, outside of the events, if you're just now joining us, Sapulpa led 28-3, had a fumble on the 1-yard line, and Muskogee recovered that fumble, and on the opening play of that drive went 99 yards down the field on a touchdown pass, making it a 28-9 game. Sapulpa coming out in the second half, you got to erase that first half. You got to keep your foot on the gas. You've dominated every aspect of this game outside of one play. You got to just reset, get back out there. Everything was going through the ground. I'll let you read off the stats, but Sapulpa put up over 300 yards of total offense in that first half, Braden. And, I'll let you talk about how they did it.
Almost 300 yards, 150 yards rushing, 149 yards passing. So we've talked a lot all year about balance from the Chiefs offense, being able to run the football, being able to throw the football. Well, that's exactly what we saw in the first half. Again, you mentioned the fumble late in the half on the 1-yard line from Deshaun, really just running hard. Those things are going to happen. So, Tanner, I'll ask, what do you think the message was here to the Chieftains at halftime and kind of the mentality and the mindset head coach Tim Holt, defensive coordinator Braxton Waters wants these guys to have in the second half?
Well, Braden, I don't think the message changes at all. Coming into this game, I think you do exactly what you're doing. I don't think you change anything. Everything was working there in that first half. I just think, now it's a matter of you've got 24 minutes left of game time to go out there and, make a statement. And, I don't want to talk about it too much until we know this game's going to be won by the Chieftains, but that could set up basically a district title championship game next week at Sand Springs with two undefeated conference opponent. So, I mean, you just got to continue to do what you've been doing. It's worked well in the first half. You know, we knew Muskogee was going to throw some punches during this game. Not literally, we hope. But, you know, just they're a good football team. They've got playmakers. They've got athletes. We've got to continue, you know, to do what we've been doing as we're going to kick the ball off to Muskogee here in just a few seconds.
Yeah, one thing we want to note, happy Halloween. I don't think we've said that yet through a whole first half. Thank you for spending your Halloween on us, Chieftain TV, ESPN Radio. We feel like it's been time well spent for the Chieftains and their fans, alumni, parents, students, teachers, administrators, everyone so far has been a successful night for the Chieftains, but the Roughers will get the football first here to start the second half.
So, Braden, obviously a long halftime there due to senior night here for the band. We'd like to say thank you to the band for all that they do supporting Chieftain athletics, and we appreciate all the hard work they put in, early morning hours, late into the night here on Friday nights. It's good to be back on a Friday night, by the way. We played 3 Thursday night games in a row, so it's nice to be back here on a Friday night, October 31st.
It's a true Friday night football game here in Oklahoma. A little bit of crisp fall air.
So Jack Madden's out to kick this ball away to start the second half. It's going to be an end-over-end pooch kick. Fair caught at the 28-yard line. So the Roughers will come out first here to start the second half at the 28-yard line. Chieftain defense was great there in the first half outside of one play. They were able to force 2 turnovers themselves. And really, they've given up plays across the field, but once they get in the red zone, they've been really tough to score on.
I'll give some credit here real quick. Number 4, Trayshawn Pouncil. Chieftains have had a lot of success with that pooch kick this year. He's done a phenomenal job. Chieftains have kicked off a lot, and he's caught those. Fair catch, had a return once. Not easy.
So here we go. The Roughers come out in a 2-back set from the 28-yard line. Send a man in motion. Takes a snap. It's a jet sweep across the field. And he's going to be blown up in the backfield. Dawson Goodland there on the tackle. That's going to be a 7-yard loss.
That couldn't have been defended from Braxton Waters' defense. I mean, strung it out, and then Dawson comes up quickly and cleans it up, and puts the Roughers behind the chains here to start the first half.
One thing to point out, Braden, Levi Jensen was banged up in the first half. I do see him on the sideline, so hopefully we'll get him back. He was having a great night there for the Chieftains. So they take back, drops back to pass. He's got a man. It's almost picked off.
Good
Jackson
coverage. Mills
there on the coverage, the middle linebacker spot, gets a hand on it and breaks that one up.
Number 11, Jace McIntosh, was coming on the blitz off the edge and was in the face of Delgado and kind of forced that throw to be released maybe a little quicker than he wanted to.
So it'll be 3rd and 17, balls on the 21-yard line. We'll see if the Chieftains bring some pressure here. Delgado, the quarterback, alongside Chaplin, the tailback. They send a man in motion. He takes a snap, he drops back. It's going to be a screen pass, and it's going nowhere. It's caught, or they're going to say it's incomplete. And we got a penalty in the backfield. And Jace McIntosh is going to say this is on Muskogee, but he's not the head official, so we'll see. Jace McIntosh having a great year. He was pressuring the quarterback there, forced him to get it out quick. They tried to hit the screen pass, but...
Yeah, there's been a few times now Jace has had pressure, not gotten the sack necessarily, but forced the ball to be thrown. And, it is going to be on the Chieftains. I don't know what it was.
So they're going to say a personal foul here.
Yeah, that's an interesting call with the pink flag kind of itching to get out of the pockets of the zebras.
3rd and 3 for the Roughers. Disappointing result there. That could have been 4th and 17, but here we go. So, it's going to be 4th and 3 for the Roughers. Ball on the 36-yard line. They come out in a two-back set.
Keep an eye on Delgado to keep this football. Good job by the Chieftain defense holding their water on the hard count.
Delgado in at quarterback alongside Chaplin. Changes the play. It's a high snap. They try to hand it off up the middle. It's fumbled. Picked up by Camden George. He's across the 20. Let's go, Camden.
Hey, big man with the football. Big man with the football. He doesn't want to let go of it. I don't blame him. What a play. Help me out with what happened there.
Well, they tried to run the read option. It was a bad mesh point. The ball pops up right in Camden George's lap, and he takes it down to the 20-yard line, 21-yard line. Great start for the Chieftains.
Little pep in his step when he got that ball, as you would imagine.
So that's going to be the third turnover of the night for the Chieftains, for the Chieftain defense. And they'll take over on the 21-yard line as they look to put a dagger in this rougher team. And they got a good opportunity to do it here on this drive. They come out the two-back set. Levi's back in the game.
Nice.
It takes a snap, hand it off to him. It's a play action. Hits Landon Barber, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Chieftains.
No flags. Look for pink, Tanner. Look for pink. No pink. Touchdown.
And that'll put the Chieftains up 34-9 over the Roughers on a one-play drive going 21 yards. They fooled me with the play action. Landon Barber ran an out route and just went and made a play after he caught the ball.
Just like my wife likes her steak. No pink, no flags on the field, and it's a Chieftain touchdown.
Braddock's is having
I like a lot of red, little juice.
I don't like my steaks to have a pulse. I like them well done. Braddock's is having a great game tonight. Just a really clean game. Doing a fantastic job as Jack Madden's out to kick the extra point away. It's a bad snap, but he corrals it, it's good.
Doesn't matter.
35-9. The Chieftains lead with 10 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. You're listening to Sapulpa Chieftain Football on AM 1550 and 99.9 FM ESPN Tulsa.
Muskogee, 9. Fans' good sportsmanship is learned, practiced, and executed. Respect for the opponent, spectators, coaches, and officials are necessary at all levels of athletics and activity programs. At today's game, everyone's behavior should be characterized by generosity and genuine concern for others. Display good sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility. Do the right thing. That Chiefs Extra Point was brought to you by Navels.
Welcome back here to George F. Collins Stadium. The Chieftains just scored on their first play of the second half, taking a 35-9 lead over the Roughers. 10 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, and what has just been a dominant performance from the Chieftains. The drum line's moving down to the student section. That's when this place gets a little rowdy.
Yeah, a statement being made.
Jack Madden kicks it off. It's a pooch kick to the 25. Fielded. He runs up the middle of the field, and he trips up over his own feet. He's going to be down at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, it actually looked like there was a little bit of a hole there. We know the Chieftains close fast, but a little bit of a room to run and slipped, fortunately for the Chieftains.
So that was a great start there for the Chieftains to open up the second half. The defense forced a turnover. Offense makes them pay and goes and puts 7 points on the board. So the Roughers will come back out for their second possession of the second half. Ball is going to be placed at the 32-yard line. They come out in the two-back set. Delgado in a quarterback. Chaplin in the backfield. Barnowski, the H-back. Into the game in the backfield. Two receivers to the right.
Yeah, a lot of cushion here from 22, the corner for the Chieftains.
Delgado sends a man in motion. He takes the snap, looks to hand it off up the middle. He does. And he falls forward for, looks like they'll give him 6 yards. That'll bring him 2nd and 4.
Yeah, number 5, Marquise Chaplin with a good hard run for the Roughers to start this drive.
That'll put the ball at the 38-yard line. 2nd and 4. Same formation for the Roughers. They take the snap. It's a play action. Looks across the field. Throws it. He's got
throw.
Beasley at the 40. He breaks the tackle. He's to the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown for the Ruffers.
That was not great coverage. A really good throw from Delgado. And man, Beasley's really good. He's a really good receiver for the Ruffers. And he turned on the burners to get 6 points there.
So that's good for a 57-yard touchdown pass. Give the Ruffers 15 points here as they bring out the field goal team to try the extra point. The last one was blocked by Michael Bennett. And Muskogee does have playmakers, and for the majority of this game, they've been bottled up, but Beasley's been able to make a few plays here in this game. He's the only spark that Muscogee's really had all night. The snaps away. It's a good hold. Kick's good. So it'll be 35-16 with 10 minutes left to go. A couple early scores here in the second half. You're listening to Sapulpa Chieftain Football on 99.9 FM ESPN Tulsa.
Yeah, Delgado has found some success down the field for the Ruffers. He's up to 226 yards passing, but only 29 yards on the ground for Muskogee. Trailing the Chieftains here in Sapulpa 35-16 with 10 minutes here left to play in the third quarter.
Well, and to your point of those 226 yards, I mean, two of those plays have been a 99-yard touchdown pass and a 57-yard touchdown pass there. So Muskogee kicks the ball away. It's a deep kick. Michael Bennett's going to bring it out. He's across the 20, 25, got blockers in front, 30, breaks the tackle, cross the 40, cross midfield, no man to beat, go score, man. He said, trick or treat, give me 6 points.
Out the gate,
and it's going to be no flags, touchdown, Chieftains.
Wow. I'll tell you what, we knew Michael was quick, but watching him run down that sideline, man.
So that'll give the Chieftains a 41-16 lead as we've had 3 touchdowns in the opening 2 minutes and 10 seconds of the third quarter.
Big play and another lightning strike from the Chieftains. Oh, man, 96, we'll call it a 96-yard return by the senior, Michael Bennett.
When it's your night, Braden, it's just your night.
By the junior Michael Bennett, excuse me.
It was great blocking there on the kickoff return team, and he broke one tackle, and it was off to the races.
Yeah, Michael is just a guy, a really, really good player. Good job by the holder there. But Michael is just a fantastic player, plays defensive back, plays in the backfield, obviously a return specialist.
So Jack Madden kicks the extra point. We're going to keep it here during this break here as we've had a lot of touchdowns scored here in this opening 2 minutes and 10 seconds of the third quarter. 21 points scored off of a turnover from the Chieftain defense that gave the ball back to the offense. Quick one-play drive there for the Chieftains. A 3-play drive for Muskogee that led into a big touchdown pass, and then the kickoff return from the Chieftains.
Yeah, this is Chieftains. I mean, we'll note Chieftains have put 42 points on the board here with a little under 10 minutes here left to play in the third. Impressive. Very impressive. Head coach Tim Holt said they were going to stick to who they are, trying to run the football and make big plays down the field. And obviously that one was a kick return, but just been exactly what you would hope they would be tonight.
Jack Madden's out to kick this one away. It's been a busy night for Jack. Nine minutes, 50 seconds left to go here. Jack Madden kicks it off. It's a deeper kick this time. Going to be caught by Nunu James at the 18. He tries to go.
Yeah,
nowhere to go. Tries to run up the field. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, number 26, Braden Burdick.
The sophomore linebacker.
Swallowed it up. Good job. That's why he's out there on that kickoff team.
So they'll place the ball at the 25-yard line after a short 4-yard return. Chieftains leading here at Sapulpa 42-16 over the Ruffers. Just a dominant performance in all three phases of the game. Special teams has been good all night. Obviously, that touchdown return just takes the life out of the visiting team here, the Muskogee Ruffers.
Yeah, Camden George is back out there looking to see how he can get the football again.
He said, "Coach, did you see that return? I need some time at running back. Get me off the line."
Man.
All right, so the Muskogee Ruffers will take over on their own 25-yard line. A lot of fireworks here, metaphorically speaking, in the third quarter. He takes a snap, looks right, catches a man out in the flat. He's across the 30. It's going to be good for an 11-yard gain. That'll move the chains for the Ruffers.
Yeah, that's where the Ruffers have had success, is on the perimeters and occasionally down the field.
So that'll put the ball at the 36-yard line. Delgado takes the snap, looks to hand it off, play action. They take a shot down the field.
Oh, good
Pick
coverage,
off on the
picked
side
off.
fielder. They try to go back to Beasley down the sideline, and Messiah Fielder's there to make a great play on the ball.
Hey,
that's another turnover.
In phase, turns, looks for the football, makes a play on it. Man, good on good out there, and Messiah wins that one.
They've been picking on him all night, Braden, but that shows the mental toughness that he has to stay with it. They try to go back at him again, and he picks the ball off for the 4th turnover tonight for this Chieftain defense.
In the pregame, we talked about the importance of when big plays are made, moving on. And that's exactly what he's done there. Beasley's made some big plays. He gets an interception there.
So the Chieftains will take over on the 43-yard line. 9 minutes, 22 seconds left to go. They lead the Ruffers 42-16. Two-back set. Takes a snap, hands it off to Levi, who cuts it out to the left side, and he's good for 4 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd and 6 as the Chieftains are feeling themselves tonight. A win tonight would turn next week's game into a district title championship game against the rivals up the road, the Sandites.
Yeah, the Highway 97 rivalry going to mean a lot next week, which is the way that you want it.
Braddock's in the two-back set. They go hard count. Muskogee jumps. That'll be a free 5 yards.
Flag. I wondered if it got stuck in his pockets for a second, but it flies.
A lot of stakes on this game tonight for the Chieftains. You want to go play in a big game next week, but you got to earn it on the field first, and they have done just that. So the freshman tied into the game, the 6'6", 245-pound freshman. Number 88, Brody Chilake, checks into the game for Logan Mason.
Yeah, I got to wonder if at some point they'll try to hit him down the seam.
Takes snap, hands it off to Levi, cuts it out to the left side. He's across midfield, across the 40. Got blockers in front. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 35.
You noted number 88, Brody Chilake, and just fantastic blocking there on that run. Pins the guy, pushes him 5 yards down the field, and Levi's got a big run. Just great. I mean,
so that's good for a 16-yard gain. And Logan Mason will come back into the game at tight end. Logan Mason's been fantastic all year for this offense as well, along with Rylan Watson, the H-back. And they're going to stay in this two-back set. Clock's rolling inside of 8 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here in the third. 1st and 10 for the Chieftains. Braddock takes a snap. It's a low snap. Hands it off to Levi, who tries to get to the outside. Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go.
And that's going to be a 5-yard loss for the Chieftains. Good to see Levi back out there. He was injured in the first half, but he's got a great season going on. I don't know how many yards he has tonight specifically, but coming into the game he had 750 yards. He's got to be close to 100, if not over 100 tonight. The clock's rolling inside of 7.5 minutes. It'll be 2nd and 15 for the Chieftains. Ball on the 41. Michael Bennett into the game at tailback. And if you're the Chieftains in this moment, Braden, I think you're content with just letting that clock wind down. Braddock takes a snap. It's going to be a pass. He's got a man open. Slot fade. Throws it to Landon Barber. That's pass interference. Oh, my goodness. They're not going to throw the flag. He literally hugged him and tried to tackle Landon Barber right in front of the official's face, and no flag.
Yeah, little surprised the pink flag didn't fly through the air there. I mean
that was
textbook pass interference.
He bear hugged him as Landon Barber was looking back to the ball.
Yeah, it's kind of a dead giveaway when the defensive back doesn't look back for the football.
Should have been a flag there. Would have gave the Chieftains a 3rd and 1. But now it's going to be 3rd and 16, and I would just go right back to him. They got Bryce Curran now in the slot, 2-back set. Braddock takes the snap. He looks left. He steps up, fires across the middle of the field to Bryce, and it's overthrown.
That was good coverage there from the Ruffers defense.
So the Chieftains will bring out the punt team. Sequoia Hall's only punted once tonight, and he put it out of bounds at the 9-yard line. They'll look to do that again. It's always a good night when you only mention the punter's name a couple times. 7 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, like you mentioned, he's going to kick this one towards the sideline and try not to give him a chance to set up a return.
To Caden Ford, the returner for Muskogee. Logan Mason, the long snapper. It's a high snap. He corrals it. It's kicked running into the punter. It's caught at the 13. He tries to make a man miss, but it's a great tackle. But this is going to be running into the punter. It should be roughing the punter.
Yeah, that's going to be, I believe, a 15-yard. Yeah, it is. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty. It should be, I believe, an automatic first down.
So it is a personal foul against Muskogee, roughing the punter.
Yeah, it's going to be an
automatic
first down.
And the Chieftains will get the ball back on offense.
Man.
That should put the ball at the, I believe, the 27. That'll be the 26. 1st and 10 for the Chieftains. They caught a lucky break there. That's really, they got the call back from the missed pass interference.
Yeah, it's Muskogee looking to make a play on special teams to get back into this ball game. But, hey, I think it's Caden Smith here. Am I right here, Tanner? Is that who's in the backfield?
It's Levi.
No, good try.
Play action pass to Landon Barber. It's caught. He's across the 15. Trucks the defender down to the 12.
Yeah, I've just been tremendously impressed with Landon Barber and his ability in the slot. Just an excellent route. You know, and what I like about that is Chieftains lead 42-16. There's no running out of bounds there, Tanner.
That's right. And he's just a sophomore, Braden. 6 foot, 175. Didn't play football last year. He's a basketball player that...
Yeah, he should be playing football. So it's good to see him out here. I'm sure he's a tremendous basketball player as well, but he belongs in both.
So they'll stay in the 2-back set with Rylan Watson, Levi Jensen in the backfield, Logan Mason in at tight end. Braddock takes the snap. He hands it off to Levi, cuts it out to the left. Got a great block by Logan Mason on the edge. And they're going to say holding. But that was just a fantastic block, Braden. His hands were inside.
Yeah.
So that'll back the Chieftains up to the 22-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 20, or 1st and 20 for the Chieftains.
Yeah, I think you're right. It looked like a pretty good block.
And Michael Bennett will check into the game at tailback. Chieftains lead 42-16 with 6 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. We'd like to thank you for joining us tonight on KYAL AM 1550 and 99.9 FM ESPN Tulsa, and our viewers for joining us on Chieftain TV. 2nd and 20 for the Chieftains. Ball at the 22-yard line in rougher territory. 2-back set. Takes snap, play action pass. Takes a shot to the end zone with Bryce Curran. And it's caught! It's caught!
Oh, he caught. I didn't even realize
Chieftains.
He caught it. I was looking for the flag. It was a clear pass interference, but wow.
Well, he was tackled, Braden, and he stayed with it and caught it while he was on his back on the ground.
Tanner, I'll be honest. I had given up on the fact that he may catch the football because he was tackled.
He was tackled and caught it on his back.
This scoreboard continues to light up here at George F. Collins Stadium, and the Chieftains making their arrival to the top of the 6A Division II here tonight.
Well, that'll make it 48-16 as Jack Madden comes out to kick the extra point. Carter Mosquito, the holder. Carter has been good all night with these extra points. Fielding the balls, there's been some, we'll say, difficult snaps. But it hasn't mattered tonight. Unbelievable throw and catch there from Bryce Curran. And Braddock's brought the snaps away. It's a good snap, good hold. Kicks good. That'll give the Chieftains a 49-16 lead. You're listening to Sapulpa Chieftain Football on 99.9 FM ESPN Tulsa.
Sapulpa 49, Muskogee 16. That extra point brought to you by Ben Steele. Parents, apply for Oklahoma's Promise if you qualify. Seniors have until December 31st to still apply. Check the qualifications and contact Deborah Keel if you have any questions. And Chieftains, support your favorite school with the only card that donates to Sapulpa Public Schools every time you use it. TTCU has donated more than $100,000 so far. Stop by your Sapulpa branch and get yours today. Terms and conditions apply with approved credit.
Welcome back to George F. Collins Stadium. We've got a great ball game going here for the Chieftains tonight as they lead 49-16 with 6 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. It looks like there was a personal foul against Muskogee after the extra point, so this will put the ball at the 45-yard line for the Chieftains as they kick off. And a dominant performance here from the Chieftains, and you got to give your props to Coach Tim Holt getting this team ready to go. This is a program-defining win here for the Chieftains as they make their name known at the top of 6A2.
Breaking the will of the Muskogee Roughers here tonight, the Chieftains are. And we've seen a lot of kickoffs here. A lot of kickoffs here tonight.
Jack Madden kicks the ball away. It's an end-over-end kick.
Ooh,
going to be caught at the 3-yard line as they try to bring it out. And he's met by a host of Chieftains, but he bounced to the outside. He's going to be drugged down from behind. Looks like he got to the 11. So the Roughers will take over on their own 11-yard line. 5 minutes and 51 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. And it's a good thing we don't shoot off fireworks when they score, Braden. We might be out of them.
Number 14, Cade Buxton, got the best of the Rougher return man blocking on that play.
So the Chieftain defense, who's forced 4 turnovers tonight, will come back out onto the field. And we'd like to thank you for joining us tonight on Chieftain TV and our radio listeners for tuning in on AM 1550 and 99.9 FM ESPN Tulsa. My name's Tanner Gregory. My colleague's name is Braden Ward. And it's been a fun night here at George F. Collins for the Chieftains. And you just love to see it for the program. I mean, these guys have worked so hard the last 5 years since Tim Holt's been here. And, you know, they've been knocking on the door of the playoffs. And this is just a huge, huge program win.
Yeah, just have physically, and this is a very physical Chieftains team. But I think we're both surprised at the way they've been able to physically dominate both sides of the ball, really, at the line of scrimmage.
We've got a little stoppage in play here. The referee comes over to talk to Coach Tim Holt. Not sure what's going on. But, yeah, Braden, you're right. I mean, you know, they've knocked on the door so many years in a row here under Tim Holt. And we've seen the potential with this team with Braddock as the quarterback. He's got a cannon on his arm. I mean, he can throw the ball extremely far. And it's just all coming together with the run game and the passing game tonight. And you see how dangerous that looks.
Yeah.
So the Roughers will come out and empty. They send a man in motion, takes a snap. Delgado keeps it up the middle. And he's met by Rylan Watson. That's good for a 2-yard gain.
And you know, in order to play your best football at the end of the year, it takes building upon something that you started in the spring, but it also takes some luck. And head coach Tim Holt pointed out they're the healthiest they've been all season going into this game, so you hope that that'll remain the case going into the playoffs, and this will be a very dangerous football team.
So to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Roughers on their own 13. 2-back set. Delgado takes snap, play action pass, fires it out to Beasley. He's going to be pushed out of bounds by Messiah Fielder. That's good for a 3-yard gain. That'll bring up 3rd and 4 for the Roughers.
Yeah, Beasley did a nice job there going and getting that football and catching it with his hands. Pretty good coverage there from the Chieftain secondary.
And this is the kind of win, Braden, that flips the switch for your mindset as a player, believing that you can do it. And when you start believing in yourself and believing in your team, that's when things get dangerous as a program and you can turn everything around. So they come out in the two-back set, 3rd and 4 here for the Ruffers. Takes a snap, it's play action. They throw it out to the flats. It's going to be incomplete. He threw it in the dirt.
Yeah, there's no fluke about what's happened tonight. 49-16. Chieftains fumbled the football going in the end zone at the end of towards the end of the second quarter. I mean, this has been a complete one-sided affair we've seen here tonight.
Outside of 2 long pass plays from Delgado to Beasley, this Chieftain defense has just been dominant. 4 turnovers forced, giving up the 2 big pass plays. But other than that, I mean, they've absolutely shut down the run. Help me out here. How many rushing yards have we given up? Looks like 35. So Ruffers will punt it away. It's a high snap. They come after it. And he gets it off. It's going to bounce down to the 50 across midfield. Be fielded at the 47. So the Chieftain offense will take over on their own 47-yard line. They almost blocked that punt. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Chieftains as they lead here 49-16 over the Ruffers. 4 minutes and 53 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Levi in the game at tailback. Lana Barber, Bryce Curran in at receiver. Them two have had a great night tonight. Logan Mason and Rylan Watson in the game at tight end and H-back. Braddock takes a snap, looks hand off to Levi. They do. And he trips forward. He gets about a yard. Man, that was a great block by Camden George, pulling around and kicking out the inside backer.
Yeah, Camden's had just an incredible night on both sides of the ball.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Chieftains. This offensive line, got to give a lot of credit to David Ritchie, the offensive line coach, and what he's done with this group.
Yeah, I mean,
they've been the more dominant.
But both the guards, Camden George and Jarrett Hammer, have just been incredible tonight.
Braddock takes snap. He hands it off to Levi, and he's met in the backfield. It's going to be a 2-yard loss. Yeah, this offensive line has just been fantastic tonight. I mean, they're finally putting it all together at the right time. Cuero's the center. Kel Bearpaw playing tackle for them as well. And Thomas Lopez, the right tackle, is also having a great night. And Muscogee's going to take a timeout here with 3 minutes and 42 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. The Chieftains lead 49-16. So, Braden, I think we're close enough to start talking about what next week means for this team and how big of a game that's going to be at Sand Springs.
Yeah, it's going to be the biggest game the Chieftains have played in a long time. Obviously, hosting the first-round playoff was a really big deal, and it was a really big deal to get that win. But the Chieftains have now set themselves up where they're going to be no worse, regardless of what happens next week, than the 2 seed in the district, which will ultimately get them a first-round bye, and a second-round matchup at home. So while it is senior night, we will see you again. The Chieftains are going to play at least one more time back here at George F. Collins, and that game next week, it's starting to look more and more like the Chieftains are going to have a chance to go in and beat it. It's another really good team, and this time they're going on the road, but I certainly feel like they would have a chance, Tanner.
So it'll be 3rd and 13 for the Chieftains. Ball is going to be on the 46-yard line. 2-back set for the Chieftains. Braddock takes a snap. He drops back, looks left, flush out of the pocket, throws it down the field to Michael Bennett, just giving him a chance. He makes the catch, makes a tackle.
Wow.
What a catch, Braden. I'll let you explain that one.
I'm going to have a hard time with it. So there was it was Michael, I think, out of the backfield on a wheel route. 2 rougher receivers were in coverage. Michael goes over the back of one, tips the ball to himself, catches it, and makes an incredible catch on the sideline, and Michael Bennett is having his best game of the year.
Well said. That gets the ball down to the 23-yard line for the Chieftains and moves the chains. They've been able to pick up a 4th and 15, a 3rd and 13 tonight, and I know I'm missing some more plays. I mean, just converting at a high level on 3rd down and 4th down. 2-back set for the Chieftains. Braddock takes the snap, hands it off to Michael Bennett. Big hole! Ooh. And he's going to be tackled. It's going to be a 3-yard gain. I was excited there for a second.
It looks like the seas parted there, and there was going to be some room to run. 65 Camden George a little slow to get up, but he shakes it off.
Deshaun Koch into the game at tailback.
Yeah, I mean, Tanner, at this point, your number one goal now is to get out of this game as healthy as you can.
Yeah,
run
absolutely.
Run as much clock.
So that'll get the clock inside of 2.5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Two-back set, Deshaun Koch in the backfield. They motion Logan Mason and Rylan Watson over to the right side. Braddock takes the snap. It's going to be a counter, handed off to Deshaun, cuts it up the middle, pushing the pile down to the 11-yard line.
Yeah, it just looks like nobody wants to tackle him. Nobody wants to get in the way when Deshaun gets going downhill. He is just moving with so much force.
He's 6'2", 235. He benches over 400, or squats over 400, benches over 350, plays defensive tackle, defensive end, running back. I mean,
yeah.
You don't say those position groups a lot that a guy plays all at the same time.
I think we saw him take some snaps at quarterback when Braddock was out earlier in the year.
Braddock takes the snap, hands it off to Deshaun again. He's met immediately, but he's going to push the pile, and they're going to say he's down at the 10-yard line, so that'll be good for no gain. That'll get the clock inside of a minute and a half here left to go in the third quarter. Chieftains lead 49-16. Levi Jensen will check back into the game. We'd like to thank you for joining us tonight on KYL, AM 1550 and 99.9 FM, ESPN Tulsa, and our viewers for joining us on Chieftain TV. Been an exciting night here at George F. Collins on senior night, a game these seniors will remember forever. I promise you that.
Yeah, it's a win that they've earned.
Braddock takes a snap. He hands it off to Levi. Play action pass, and it's almost picked off. As the safety read that play, it was the RPO again, and he tried to hit Landon Barber out in the flats, but it's going to be incomplete. So that'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Chieftains. The ball's on the 10-yard line. That'll stop the clock with a minute left to go. Same personnel in the game. David Acosta, it's good to see him back out on the field, the center. He got hurt earlier. Braddock takes a snap, hands it off to Levi. He's met in the backfield.
I think we're going to get a chance to see Jack Madden kick a field goal here, which I'd be kind of excited for.
Yeah. Well, this will definitely take the clock down. We'll see if they just decide to run off 40 seconds here, and it looks like
I think
that's probably what they're going to do, as this came down to a game of just getting out of here healthy with a huge win.
Yeah, maybe they're going to go for it here. They may take it all the way down and use a timeout, maybe? I don't know. Or
we'll see. They've been able to get Muskogee to jump several times to the hard count.
Yeah.
Play clock's inside of 15 minutes, or 15 seconds. Braddock does take snap. It's going to be play action. They throw it out to Landon Barber, and it's going to be incomplete. So that'll be a turnover on downs for the Chieftains.
Yeah, Chieftains kind of playing with house money now, leading 49-16.
Yeah, and I love the mindset that Sapulpa's had tonight, staying aggressive. I don't mind you going for it, on that. I'd rather stay aggressive and just keep piling it on here, as they've got a massive lead, 49-16, with 13 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
This is a score that if it holds, Muskogee could score a couple times late. It's going to catch a lot of eyeballs here tonight and over the weekend that probably I don't think anyone would have predicted going into this game.
So Ruffers will take over on downs at the 14, two-back set for the Ruffers. Delgado takes a snap, looks to hand it off. He does. Bounces out to the left side, breaks a couple tackles. He'll be brought down at the 18-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Ruffers as we're going to the fourth quarter, Braden. Get the fours up. The Chieftains lead 49-16. You're listening to Sapulpa Chieftain Football on 99.9 FM ESPN Tulsa.
This week's Little Chiefs Player of the Week will elevate is 6th grader Jackson Thomas. For Whether he's carrying the ball or locking down the secondary, Jackson plays unmatched determination and heart. His relentless effort sets the tone for those around him, and his commitment to his teammates shows true brotherhood. Jackson continues to elevate both his game and the standard forward on the team. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackson Thomas.
Welcome back here to George F. Collins as we get the fourth quarter started. Chieftains leading 49-16. It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Ruffers as they have the ball on the 24-yard line inside their own territory. I'd like to thank you for joining us tonight on Chieftain TV and our radio listeners for tuning in on KYAL AM 1550 and 99.9 FM ESPN Tulsa. And the Ruffers will come out in empty formation. Delgado, the quarterback. He takes a snap. He acts like he's going to run. They hit him on a double move. He throws it. It's picked off. Dawson Goodland picked off. He's across the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and he's thrown down at the 8-yard line. Wow, Braden.
Delgado is going to want that one back. He's going to want that one back. He had 13 Beasley wide open down the sideline. It was a good play design. I think we're going to get a block in the back here on the return.
We do have a pink flag on the field. The officials are discussing it. And it is a block in the back, so the Chieftains will get the ball. Yeah, the offense will take over on the field. That's the 5th turnover on the night for the Chieftain defense against a really good Muskogee team that has not looked very good tonight. This has been a dominant performance from the Chieftains and a program-defining win here for head coach Tim Holt as this team is clicking on all cylinders, and we've seen glimpses of this. We've seen it, but we haven't seen it all come together at the same time like it has tonight.
Yeah, we've felt like this is a team trending in the right direction that could put it together with a little bit of luck, good health.
And Braddock takes snap, hands off Levi. It's a 4-yard loss. Well, yeah, it takes all of that going into the season, but it also takes a lot of hard work. And the Chieftains' hard work is paying off tonight. And it sure is fun here on senior night as they're going to move to 6-0 once this game wraps up in district play and be playing for a district title championship next week at Sand Springs.
Yeah, and it sounds like a lot of coaches talk, but you listen to head coach Tim Holt talk, it's a lot of the same stuff that, we want to be 1-0 this week. We want to have a good week, focus on ourselves. And when you do that consistently, you end up with results like the Chieftains have had tonight.
So it'll be 2nd 14, Braddock takes snap, play action pass.
Just go down.
And he gets the ball off. We'll see.
That's probably going to be grounded.
They said he got out of the pocket. So it'll be 3rd and 14 for the Chieftains as they try to go play action pass there. 11 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Chieftains lead 49-16. And the officials are discussing it to see if he was outside the pocket. And it looks like they're going to throw a flag, and the official's holding his hand, and he throws it.
I think that's the right call, Tanner. I didn't see a receiver within a reasonable area of where that ball was thrown.
So that'll back the Chieftains up a little bit. Yeah, it was really close to being. He was really close to being outside the tackle box, but he wasn't. And I don't even know if the ball got to the line of scrimmage either. So
I think even if he's outside of the tackle box, there has to be a receiver in the area. Yeah.
So it'll bring up 3rd and 29 for the Chieftains. They take the snap, hand it off to Deshaun Koch, who hits the outside. He's across midfield, across the 40, trucks the defender down to the 35-yard line. Woo! My goodness.
I'll tell you what, that Muskogee defender, nightmare on Elm Street, nightmare at George F. Collins. That's what he saw with Deshaun coming down the sideline there with a full head of steam.
So that's good for a 19-yard gain. They'll bring up 4th. They're going to say he stepped out at the 41. So
regardless, that was a lot of fun.
That'll be a 12-yard gain for the Chieftains, bringing up 4th and 15. My goodness, what a run from Deshaun Koch. Absolutely ran through a defender's soul there to pick up a hard 12 yards. So 4th and 16 for the Chieftains. Yeah. They're going to go for it here. They send Levi out to an empty formation.
A freshman in the game for the Chieftains, number 81, Judd Merrill, getting a snap here.
And the officials have thrown a flag if they blew this play dead. Not sure what we've got here. They're going to discuss it. Delay game on the Chieftains. Well, that was kind of interesting, Braden, because
I really would like to see the officials wear maybe a pink hat and still have the yellow flags. That to me would make a lot more sense. That's the way that my brain works. I need to see the yellow flags. I understand wearing pink or having pink. I love it.
It is tough to see.
Let's just mix it. Let's just do it like a pink hat, maybe some pink shoes. That would be cool.
So the Chieftains will punt the ball away as that penalty backs them up to 4th and 21. Ford, the returner. Sequoia Hall, the punter. Sequoia's had a great night tonight. Punting the ball. He's only been out here twice. It's a high snap. He corrals it. It's going to be a spiraling high punt.
Great punt.
It's going to be blown up.
That's going to be a flag.
I think he got there just a little bit too early.
I think he got there just no ill intentions there. Just tried to time it and just a little bit early.
I mean, about a millisecond early, Landon Barber blew up the returner who was going to try to return it. Yeah. Definitely not malicious intent at all. No, but how about the sophomore basketball player turned football player this year? If Braxton Waters sees that one more time, he's going to be on defense pretty soon.
He's going to be playing defense. That's what I was going to say. I mean, he was coming downhill with a full head of steam, ready to make a big play on the ball. And we're going to see
Waters will be trying him out at safety this week in practice after that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure he's already thought of that.
All right, so
well, we'll try to figure out.
They're going to mark it off here. So it'll move the ball up to the 19-yard line after the penalty. Be 1st and 10 for the Ruffers. And actually, it'll be at the 21-yard line. 10 minutes and 39 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. The Chieftains lead 49-16 over the Ruffers. And just a statement win for this Chieftain football team. They've absolutely just dominated every phase of the game. Special teams, offense, defense. Defense has forced 5 turnovers tonight. Offensive line, defensive line has been the more physical team. And Landon Barber, Bryce Curran, Braddock Broughton. I mean, I could go down the list of the entire team has made plays tonight.
Yeah.
Ruffers come out in the 2-back set. Delgado takes the snap. It's a high snap, hands it off. Chaplin cuts it out to the right side, and he gets about 6 yards. That'll bring up a 2nd and 4 for the Ruffers.
One of the things I'll be interested to see is I think, watching it live, it's hard to tell. Those guys you talked about on the Chieftain offense, the receivers that have played so well catching the football, I think they've done a tremendous job blocking down the field on a lot of these big plays.
Yeah, and that's what, it's the boring part of playing receiver, but it sets up everything else in the passing game and, creates big plays for these running backs. So it'll be 2nd 4 for the Roughers, a 2-back set. Delgado takes the snap, play action, throw it out to the flats, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to hit Beasley on the little screen out to the flats.
Sequoia Hall was coming off the edge. It looked like maybe he even got a fingertip on that, or was very close, disrupted the arm angle for where Delgado wanted to throw that.
So it'll be 3rd and 3 for the Chieftains, for the Roughers. Ball's going to be at the 27-yard line, 9 minutes and 55 seconds left to go here in the 4th. On this Halloween night here at George F. Collins, senior night for the seniors, a game they'll remember forever. Delgado takes the snap, hands it off, play action, takes a deep shot to Beasley down the field, and it's going to be incomplete. Incomplete.
Yeah, and there's a Beasley's a really good player. A lot of bit of a push-off there, square in the back.
So that'll bring up 4th and 3 for the Roughers as they send the punt team out onto the field. And Beasley has been a bright spot for this team. I mean, he's got over 140 yards receiving.
Yeah, he's really good. Really talented player. And they'll try to look to find different ways to get him the football.
So with all the turnovers and everything that's happened for the Rougher offense, this is actually the first time they punted, and they've only put up 16 points.
Is it really? Wow.
Carter Mosquito, the returner, Balago, the kicker for the Roughers. The snap's away. It's a low snap. And it's going to be blown dead. We got a penalty. It's going to be a delay of game on the Roughers, so that'll back them up another 5 yards.
Yeah, this is the Roughers waving the towel here. Punting. Down 49-16 here in the 4th. And we're getting close to where you might see some backups take some snaps, which...
And the snap's away.
Oh,
it's almost blocked. I think they did get a piece of it as it bounces across midfield. And they did get a piece of it, so there's no flag. As they did run into the punter, but it was tipped first. So that'll mark the ball down at the 43-yard line in Chieftain territory. As the Chieftain offense comes back out onto the field after having an explosive night. And we'll see. They start to mix in some different guys here, some younger guys. They got to get over to Sand Springs healthy next week for a district title championship game, Braden.
Just unbelievable. I mean, believable but unbelievable. If you think about it, going into the season, expectations for the team, the 2 losses in district play. Obviously, you're playing without your quarterback and several other key injuries. Those guys start to get healthy. The team starts to become cohesive, finding identity, running the football, throwing the football down the field. Defensively, they've been fantastic now for multiple years. It's starting to come together.
Yeah, and this is the point in the season, Braden, where you want to be playing your best football. As we're about to get into November next week, this is the point in time. You're right on schedule if you're the Chieftains.
Yeah, I would love to be calling a playoff game around Thanksgiving. I mean, that would just be fantastic.
So the Chieftains will take over on the 43-yard line. 9 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. We'd like to thank you for joining us tonight on 99.9 FM ESPN Tulsa and Chieftain TV. 2-back set for the Chieftains. Michael Bennett, the tailback. And we've got a false start.
Yeah, I don't.
On the Chieftains.
I'd be curious to know who it's on, because you can shift 2 guys at the same time, Tanner, but they both have to get set before the ball is snapped. Well, the ball was never snapped there, so I'm curious. It had to have been on someone else, maybe a receiver, an offensive lineman. Couldn't have been on the 2 guys moving there.
So that'll back the Chieftains up. It'll be 1st and 15.
Not that it really matters.
Braddock takes the snap. It's a handoff to Michael Bennett out on the outside, and he gets about a 3-yard gain.
Michael Bennett on the carry.
And that puts the ball at the 41. Bring up 2nd and 12 for the Chieftains. And man, what a what a performance tonight. I mean, I'm at a loss of words for what we've seen tonight. I mean, you know the guys have worked so hard for this moment. And next week's even a bigger moment with a really good team. You're going to be playing on the road for a district title championship. As Braddock takes a snap and hands it off to Michael Bennett, who tries to get out to the left side.
Yeah, good hard run. Really know where to go.
Be a 1-yard gain, so they'll bring up 3rd and 11 for the Chieftains as this clock continues to wind down here. But Braden, I mean, these kids just deserve this win tonight. I mean, they've worked so hard the last 4 years under Coach Tim Holt. And it's nice to see it all come together for the Chieftains.
Yeah, I mean, it's never one thing, right? It's never one thing when things go well. It's most of the time not one thing when things go poorly. It's a multitude of things, and for the Chieftains, it's culture, talent, coaching, all of the above.
Braddock takes a snap. He drops back to pass. He's going to have to throw this one away as they were trying to take another deep shot to Landon Barber. Unable to hit him down the field as he was covered well. So I'll bring up 4th and 11 for the Chieftains as the punt team will come back out onto the field. Sequoia Hall, the punter. And we'll see who's returning this for Muskogee. It's not going to be Ford. It's going to be Berryman, the returner. Chieftains lead 49-16 here with 7 minutes and 54 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter on senior night. So ball's at the 42. Chieftains are set to punt this one away. Logan Mason, the long snapper. It's a good snap. Sequoia Hall kicks the ball. It's a spiraling punt that bounces inside the 20, across the 10, and they almost get there at the 1, but it's going to roll into the end zone and be a touchback.
Yeah, really good hustle and effort there from the Chieftain punt team. You know, winning big in this game, but not affecting the output on the field.
So Landon Barber was hustling down the field to try to recover that at the 1. Bounce in the end zone. The Ruffers will take over on their own 20-yard line. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. And if you're not going to be watching the game or listening to it next week, make the drive across the river up to Highway 97. The Chieftains are going to need your support on the road up there as they look to do something that has not been done since 1951. Thanks to Kirk McCracken there for the stats. Braden gave me credit for it earlier, but it's really from Kirk McCracken, who covered the team for a long time. So the Ruffers come out in a 2-back set. It's a high snap over his head, and he just has to fall on top of it at the 6-yard line. And that pretty much sums up the night that the Ruffers have been having. So that'll bring up 2nd and long for the Ruffers. They place the ball at the 7. 2nd and 23.
Yeah, this has just been a night that these kids will remember for the rest of their lives. Senior night, Halloween. Beating a
2-back set. Delgado takes a snap. He hands it off to Chaplin up the middle. He's going to be tackled. It looks like he may have got 1 yard. They'll mark him down at the 9, so give him a 2-yard gain. That'll bring up 3rd and 21 for the Ruffers inside their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, just beating a team that's had the success that Muskogee has recently. And
yeah, well, you know, last year we were on the road at Muskogee.
Oh, man.
And it was
it was
a
the complete opposite.
Complete opposite. And, you know, those aren't fun. I mean, Braden and I, we're Sapulpa guys. And, you know, we want to see the team do well and succeed. So this has been a fun game to call tonight as it's 3rd and 21 for the Ruffers, and they just decided to hand it off up the middle. He's met by Camden George.
Yeah, Camden just swallowed that up. I mean, just a really, really good player, extremely talented. And it's going to bring up a 4th down, and the Ruffers have seen a lot of 4th downs here tonight.
So it'll bring up 4th and 19, 6 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter with the clock running. Sapulpa will lock up a first-round bye with this win and be playing for a district title championship next week. But after this performance tonight, Braden, people are going to look at that score, and it's going to be a head-turner for what this Chieftain team can do in the playoffs.
It's going to be one that people all over the state are going to take note of.
The punt's away. It's caught by Carter Mosquito at the 47. He bounces to the outside. He's across the 40, makes a guy miss, tries to cut it back, and he does. And he's still running along the 40. And he gets down to the 36-yard line. He ran about 57 yards, but gets a 12-yard gain there. The Chieftains will take over on the 36.
It's just a game that was never in doubt for the Chieftains. I mean, if you go back to the very beginning of the first quarter, Chieftains have the big play on the slot fade for a touchdown. Muskogee gets the ball, drives right down the field, and then has to settle for a field goal.
Right.
And it just felt like, oh, this Chieftain defense, when the going gets tough and on down in the goal line short yardage, they're going to bow their neck. And that's exactly what happened pretty much all night.
And outside of two pass plays, long pass plays, a 99-yard touchdown pass and a 57-yard touchdown pass to Beasley, there really hasn't been much going for the Muskogee offense. And credit to, well, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10, hand it off to Deshaun Koch. He's trying to get to the outside. He's not able to get there. It's going to be a 1 yard. They're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage, so they bring up 2nd and 10. But, credit to Messiah Fielder, who stayed in this game and ended up getting an interception when they tried to, target him again.
Yeah, I think
just an incredible play from the corner there.
He just keeps battling. He just keeps battling. I think, and I want to take note. Number 51, Donovan Mosquito has come into the game on the offensive line. Jarrett Hamner, number 78. Maybe his night may be done. He's had a big night. Been really good.
It's good to see him back out there for this Chieftain offense. He's made a difference on the O-line as they got a mix of juniors, seniors, and sophomores battling out on the O-line. Two-back set for the Chieftains. They take the snap, hands it off to Washington, cuts it up the middle, pushes the pile down to the 30. And that's good for a 7-yard gain. That'll put the ball at the 30. Be 3rd and 4 for the Chieftains. Clock inside of 4.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, when Washington has come into the game, a lot of times late in the game in these kind of blowouts, he's run very effectively. Really a talented back, another one, a junior who will return next year and probably see some more snaps.
Two-back set for the Chieftains. Be 3rd and 4 here, ball on the 30. Washington into the game for Levi Jensen. And Braddock takes the snap. It's a low snap. And he just has to pick it up.
Get down.
And he's going to be tackled. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. And all the Chieftain fans are holding their breath. I'm fine with him taking a 3-yard loss. I just want him to be healthy.
Yeah.
But he's a tough kid, and he's always competing for everything that he can get. And, man, he's having a great night. I mean, really the last 3 weeks since he's been back from the injury, it's just been a fantastic last 3 games for Braddock's. As the Chieftains are going to let the clock roll down here and probably either maybe take a timeout or delay a game as the clock will roll under 3 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Important to note, well, maybe they're going to run and play here. They come out in the pistol. Braddock takes the snap, looks to hand it off to Washington. He does. He tries to get to the outside. He does. And he's going to be close.
I think he got it.
He's going to be close.
He got it.
And that is good for a first down. So the Chieftains get the first down there. The ball will be placed at the 25-yard line. As the clock continues to roll down under 2 minutes.
Yeah, Chieftains
45 seconds.
Getting very close to being able to take that knee.
And what a sweet feeling that is on senior night. Just a dominant win here at George F. Collins.
And Tanner, it was senior night. It was Halloween. The weather played in perfectly. We had the crisp fall air. But that mattered to us. It felt like it was just business for the Chieftains and the way that they operated. Still a very calm demeanor on the sidelines. I mean, obviously they've been amped up.
And Braddock hands it off to Washington. He cuts it to the outside. He's dragging defenders down all the way down to the 22 or the 17-yard line. Penalty flags came flying. It's going to be a hold against the Chieftains.
At times they've been really amped up, as they should be, but it was just business, and they just dominated really every facet of the game outside of a few big plays from Beasley for Muskogee, the extremely talented receiver. And you now, if you're Sapulpa, if you're anyone watching this game, if you're quite honestly, if you're us in the booth, you're now looking at this game next week much differently than I was a few hours ago. This is a district championship game next week that the Chieftains have every ability within them to be competitive in and win that game and win their first district championship in how many ever years.
So the officials are discussing some things on the field here as that will back up the Chieftains. It'll be 1st and 14 for the Chieftains with 2 minutes left to go. The clock's winding. They come out in the two-back set. They're going to let this clock roll down as much as they can. Probably snap this with around 5 seconds left to go on the play clock. And yeah, Braden, just huge win tonight here for the Chieftains. As Braddock takes the snap, looks to hand it off to Washington up the middle. He does. And he gets about 2 yards, maybe 3. And yeah, going into next week, there's a lot of media here tonight, a lot of news companies. The U.S. Army pregame show is here with Kevin Ward on 97.1. They'll be at Sand Springs, ironically enough.
Yeah.
And that's got to be the biggest game in the state next week.
Yeah, this was the game of the week this week. You'd imagine, there's no way that game's not the game of the week next week with 2 undefeated in district play rivals.
Yeah.
Rivals. Highway 97 rivalry playing for a district championship and the right to represent the 1 seed in the playoffs.
So the clock's winding inside of a minute here left to go. 2nd and 12. And the Chieftains are going to take a timeout here as we're going to get to see victory formation at George F. Collins. And, man, what a game.
I'm going to call it like it is here. A historic win for the Chieftains tonight and turn the corner in becoming, not just turn the corner, bust down the door, the analogy you used earlier, of being one of those elite teams in 6A2 that can contend consistently for state championships. And this was the first step.
Yeah, and Sand Springs played Muskogee last week, and it was a really close game in the first half. As Muskogee was able to find things offensively, and they actually got a pick 6 there in the first half, and then really they took over the game in the second half. So you got a matchup next week that the stakes couldn't be any higher except outside the playoffs. A rivalry game. It could not be set up any more perfectly. This is
and a game that, of course, you want to be the 1 seed, but also that dictates you're probably going to end up playing, the 4 or the 4 seed of the other district or the 5 seed in your own district. So you're playing probably a lesser opponent than you would be as the 2nd seed. So more than just the district championship, which that in itself it would just be a tremendous accomplishment for Tim Holt and his staff and players.
So the Chieftains are going to come out in victory formation as there's 45 seconds left to go here at George F. Collins on senior night. And Braddock takes a knee, and that we'll see if they let it run out or if they're going to make him snap it one more time. And that should do it, Braden.
Yeah, that'll
do it. The Chieftains win tonight on senior night at George F. Collins, 6-0 in district play over Muskogee, 49-16. What a game for the Chieftains.
Culture, coaching, talent, execution. The list goes on for the Chieftains, and really make that statement win that they've been looking for years now. We'll go to the playoffs. We'll get a first-round bye. And we're going to see you guys next week. We hope you can be there. You can make the trip. It's a short drive to cross the river and go down Highway 97. But if you can't, join us on Chieftain TV. Join us on ESPN Radio 99.9, AM 1550. And we're going to give you one of the biggest games the Chieftains have played in a long time. Whew,
absolutely. And we'd like to thank you tonight for joining us for this big game. Sapulpa moves to 6-0, the rougher in district play, 7-2 overall for the season. And the Muskogee Roughers will fall to 4-2 in district play and 7-2 overall as well. So thank you for joining us tonight on KYAL AM 1550 and 99.9 FM ESPN Tulsa. You guys be sure to go check out the Scoreboard Show on 97.1 with Kevin Ward catching up on all the games tonight. We'll see you next week. You're listening to Sapulpa Chieftain Football.